Hello!
Hey!
Hello.
Hey!
Hello, everyone!
I'm just waiting for it to pop up to see how bad you can't
The hair?
see my. Oh, it's not that bad.
No, you can see, you can see.
You can see my hair.
Yes, but just look at everyone else's green screens and see like the little mottled.
Oh
Oh.
god, yeah, it's oh god, there's so much artifacting. Oh no. There's green between my fingers.
That's my fault.
Blame Emi, because I had to desensitize the tuning.
I'm sorry. I just wanted green hair.
I was in here when Emi joined the call, and I was like, "Yeah, hello." Oh crap!
Yeah.
I have made poor life choices here.
And you can tell that this isn't my thing because I didn't notice for a solid minute. I was just like, ooh, pretty hair.
Yeah, we had to point out the anyway. Hi, we're here for something a bit different today.
Yes.
Episode 21 of the Circus. Let's go.
We got someone different. We got someone different in the Game Master chair.
Is this
A new addition to the Game Master box.
Right way.
I know I am.
Hang on, I'm waiting for it to catch up.
It's that way. Yep.
No, I'm pointing the wrong way.
There we go.
That
Ooh.
way.
Because it's reflected. Your image is
Yes, we have a new game master for today due to peer pressure.
I am weak. This is one of my only weakness, except death and bullets.
And peer pressure.
Abacus.
So yes, we have Will doing game mastering. Will's been with us for 4+ years now, and never game masters with us. And we're also doing we're doing Foundry for the first time ever.
yes.
New system. Who this?
Which is it's the same system, just different how to do things.
Different,
So
new VTT who dis.
yeah, so some of us are going to be more familiar than others. I've been working on the overlay, so I haven't been able to have any time familiarizing myself. So this should be interesting from everyone's perspective. And we've got a weird dysfunctional cult.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. So
I should have.
Yeah?
I should have grabbed my knife. That would have been funny. It looked good.
you're
What you got there, Emi? A knife. No.
It's a
New
ritual
VTT.
dagger.
Who this?
Actually, I have one over there too, but that one's actually sharp. So, I don't know.
So before we do our character introductions, do you want to explain the cult a little bit? So the character introductions make a little bit more sense.
Yeah. Sure. I wish you had told me this to make an intro for this because I don't have one.
Now
Regardless.
it's time to flex your improv skills.
Yes. So hello everybody. My name is Will. I'll be playing the GM Master tonight. GM Master. Yes, I am the Game Master. Today, we are playing a homebrew campaign 3-shot thingy in Pathfinder 2e. It is technically, it is also system agnostic. But the thing is that a lot of the things are built in Pathfinder 2e. We're using Foundry VTT today, hosted on my own website. It is great. I love it. It's very fun, and it's good. But we're not sponsored by them, so yeah, go roll 20. Anyways, yes. So, anyways, yeah.
That being said, we are being open to be. That being said, we are open to be sponsored.
The campaign is called The Seven. So as the Seven, the Seven is a cult located off the island off the coast of Galerion. It is located on its own island called the Island of Rise. That is the headquarters is. And today the characters are part of what once used to be a very prosperous cult, but now it is a cult that has seen a lot of bad times recently. The major takeaway is that the cult is not very effective at the moment. They are mostly fumbling, and yeah, we're just here to have fun today. So hope everyone enjoys.
Okay. So we're very, very dysfunctional.
It's blunt, but I have a knife.
Very, very dysfunctional family. You have a green knife, which is okay.
No.
It's not green. It's just reflecting.
It's just
There we
reflecting her hair.
Okay.
This is
This
is my
Hang
knife.
on. There we go.
Thank you, Kay, for the follow. Welcome in. We're going to be really weird today.
I don't have a knife, but I have a thing of apple juice.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a flask of something else.
It was sitting next to my incense, so it smells really nice.
Yeah. Or I've got my pocket cultish knife.
Yeah, if I brought out a knife, it'd probably be sharp. So let's not do that.
Yeah.
So whereas, as always, we have Syrinscape in the background. I'll be doing that because why not? We'll do some weird sounds and whatnot and try to set the mood with the... I don't know if we want serious mood or if not non-serious mood, but I'm sure we'll find a medium in there somewhere.
Right. For you, Karsh, specifically, you should probably go into your settings onto Foundry and turn off all your music and your ambience and everything. Because some of the maps have ambience, and I forgot to turn them off. So you should probably turn those off.
I don't know how to do that,
So yes, go.
I mean, ambience and music can go together.
They can also go opposite, and we might not have...
No. I don't think you've experienced Foundry ambience. Literally, it is a soundbite. If your token goes next to it, it is going to blast into your ears.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yes. So the music note on the top right, and then just global volume controls, turn all of it off if you can. Sorry for the tech stuff, everybody that's watching. I forgot. So
You system who this. Thank you.
I forgot.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, you gotta remember, this is Will's first time doing anything like this on stream, so I know they're paying.
This is also my first experience with Foundry, period, so I wouldn't even have known at that. So let's do our intros. I think we'll start with MrLiveProducer.
You have to go the weirdest one. Hello, I am... Yes, that's the reason. I'm the weirdest one. I am Noel Peacock, or also known as Nope, with my lovely... I'm a summoner, so I have a lovely little Eladon called Yup. Yakov Unnamed Pole.
And what position are you in the cult?
I am the Ministry of not Diplomacy, is that right? Or
No.
No, you're Minister of Diplomacy.
Yeah, I got diplomacy. Yeah, I'm happy.
So what do Nope and Yup look like?
I will think about that and I'll get back to you.
Okay.
You have until the end
Improv.
of the
Improv.
Emi.
Do you at least have a race?
Yes, human.
Okay.
Ancestry.
Yes.
Ancestry. Thank
Yes.
you.
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emi, and I am playing Kageyama Koko. And yeah, I am the Minister of Personnel. I would look like a tall human woman with kind of long. It's done back in like a ponytail, but she has kind of like a dark coppery like reddish hair, and she's wearing pretty like she was previously working as like a servant, so she's probably not really wearing servant clothes anymore, but it's on like she's tried to make it look nice, but it's on the cheaper end sort of thing. So
okay. For me, I'm playing Watt, the Minister of Non-Diplomacy. Watt is an android who wants to kill all organics, and he has a fondness for blowing things up and shooting things, even if they're already dead or if they need healing. That's also how he does his risky surgery. He'll shoot people to heal them, because you've got to expand the wound first to be able to get into the damaged parts. It's not murder. It's just like cleaning things up of organics, really. So that's what. And he looks like he's very almost rusty.
I will be playing the Minister of Finance, Khan, who is the successor to the Minister of Finance, Sham. Khan is a half-elven individual. They have, tan skin, sort of a light brown hair, very nondescript individual, other than, wearing generally dark clothing. They are a rogue. as that is exactly who you should entrust your money to.
We have Nope, Yep, What, and Con. Like, what a fucking team.
Hey, I have had this name on like my list for ages.
Lorian?
Hi, I'm Lorian Ross, and I will be playing the Gnoll Magus Ezekiel. A tall, 6'3", dark-furred, shaggy gnoll. He wears dark navy, almost black, blue, and purple robes, and wields a very long, curved sword. His friends know him as Ezekiel, but to those who fear him and his blades in the shadow, he's known as Easy Kill, because it's easy for him to kill you.
Okay, and you were chastising us about our names.
Yes, of course. The wordplay is fantastic.
Yeah, we'll just call you Bob.
I'm Ezekiel.
I thought you were gonna go.
You do not want me. You do not want me to call. You do not want me to ask you to call me Easy Kill, because then you're on my shit list.
I'm also not going to call you Daddy.
Beg your
That's my
Anyway.
kill, Easy Kill.
Alrighty. Is it time for me to open?
Wait,
You
were you
can
the
donate
minister
as
of?
well. If you want to donate to the channel, you can subscribe, donate, and we've got the normal things. Give us hero points. It's only a 3-shot. We can only max out at 3, and it's $1 per one hero point to the nominated person, and that's about all we have for the donations, and that's about it. Overlay's done. Overlay art is from Paizo. It's been heavily modified, but it's the Paizo art assets. They delivered out 2020, I believe, to help out people in COVID times, because everyone's doing online stuff. That's about it. John, yours.
All right, the floor is
Sorry,
yours.
I was just processing. Sorry, my CPU is really old. Anyways, let's go. So, all right, everybody, let's go ahead and start. Let's get this going. I will say this: I have not DM'd in a while, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. All right. So,
Wait, I've got that.
okay. So,
Setting the mood already. Sorry.
In the year 999, the one and only Karsh, High Mage, progenitor of life, the Almighty One, established the Cult of Seven, a once prosperous organization. Throughout the decades, the Seven has always been at the forefront of all matters, both large and small, on the island of Rise. While the cult was founded to assist the High Mage Karsh in his quest for immortality, every member of the Seven has joined for many reasons. Some of you may have believed in the cause, others in the coin, while some of you were cursed with glorious purpose. 10 years ago, the Seven began its plans to expand outward onto the neighboring islands, with the end goal being a foothold on the mainland. A majority of the Seven's power was consolidated onto the very hallowed grands you stand on, and the Grand Master Plan, left behind by the Almighty himself, was to spring into motion today. However, a year ago, a thief stole the sacred ruby, one of the 7 keys to the vault, and the gathered wealth of this cult of 7 was locked behind its walls. After sending many initiates in an attempt to open the vault, bless them for their sacrifice, it seems impenetrable. However, as if Karsh himself was displeased, disasters began to befall the cult itself. The sinking of the island has caused many potential recruits to exit the cult and to leave the island itself. The weather on the island has become erratic. The constant switch between the heat and the cold has killed many of the crops in the secret garden, as well as the crops of the many villagers that live on Rise. And finally, an earthquake last month quite literally split the headquarters in half, exposing many of the rooms and hallways and a majority of the cult's infrastructure. As members of the Seven, you all know that it is only a matter of time before the disasters end, although this may be only foolishness. Supplies run low, almost all buildings are now rubble, and most importantly of all, the initiates have demonstrated some attitude that needs correction. So, as we enter the scene, music going down. An older gentleman puts up some glasses and an older gentleman enters the room. You see this older gentleman, he has these very thin glasses, and these glasses, as you kind of see him, he's a little bit hunched back, and you can kind of tell that he's been overworked. He has a bit of bags under his eyes. His white hair is stained with what seems to be a little bit of ash, dirt, and rubble, and it looks like he hasn't slept for about maybe 4 to 5 days. As he kind of comes in, you notice he just kind of quietly opens the door, and he just kind of turns and opens it shuts it very quietly. And as you kind of see him, he kind of pulls out what looks to be a yellow parchment of paper. And on the back of this paper, you can kind of see there's a few stains from grease, as well as crossed out words. It seems that for this week's agenda, it was scribbled on the back of what looks to be a shopping list. So, all of you are here in the conference room. And he just kind of looks up at all of you. And as y'all are sitting there, he just kind of... Welcome, Ministers of the Seven. This lowly initiate has been commanded to mediate this 1027th Conference of the Ministers, and will now read off the agenda for this week's conference. So, first order of the agenda. Regarding the current state of finance, please, Khan, is there anything to bring to the table?
Unfortunately, the last individual we sent to check on our vaults has not yet returned. I propose that this time we send someone with a little bit more experience through their life. You know, I think that instead of, you know, sending our newest initiates, though I wouldn't suggest that we send anyone too occupied, perhaps we nominate Peter to make a trek down there, see if some of his brilliance might not lead to us finding access to our riches.
Of course, of course. We shall send word for Peter to go and explore the vault, and to make sure that everything is good, and to make sure that all of our wealth is well secured. I will go ahead and note that down. Thank you, Khan, for your input.
I do have a question.
Yes.
If Peter is our last, I believe our personnel are running quite short.
Just to confirm that I'm getting this right, Peter is the one that's touch and go. That's the dad, right? It's kind of insane.
He's also he's also the Minister of Innovation.
Yep. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
It's just occurred to me that we are now, it's just us ministers left. We don't have any more people to send. We have to go ourselves. You realize this?
Yes, that's why I'm nominating Peter.
With all due respect, he's old as fuck.
Yes, but he's shown moments of brilliance.
Then he's closer to death.
Exactly. And how can we not be sure that the hazards of this island won't befall him something terrible?
No, but
would you care to join him as a protection detail?
Or sacrifice?
Or protection detail?
To be entirely honest, yes, I've been dying to get out of this place and just do something. We've been stagnating here for God knows how long. And it is high time for something new. I mean...
Matthias, take Ezekiel's suggestion down.
I will take it down, and to also clarify, we have been stagnating for 298 days.
Thank you,
Really?
Matthias.
If
Not
I
the
might
accounting.
interject,
I do appreciate you keeping count. The days do kind of blend together.
if I might interject, I think the problem with our vault might be of utmost importance, considering that that is without the funds within the vault, we can't do anything else. So I think that I agree with Ezekiel. We should maybe Ezekiel. I don't know. I can't say it without saying Ezekiel now. That we should
Excellent.
probably bring the matters into our own hands and send a few.
But if we kill everybody, then we'll take their money and we don't need to even access the vault because we'll have fresh money coming in.
Yes, but then we won't have any recruits.
Have we
So-
considered trying to destabilize? So, as you well know, I am a hide blade of note before I joined this cult. If we could bring ourselves to destabilize a city-state, we could use the ensuing chaos to seize potential wealth from said city-state as its citizens now fight for control over who gets to rule after we assassinate its head of state. Just a suggestion.
Unfortunately for that, we would need money to travel to a city-state.
Oh, well, we don't need money to travel. We could just hitchhike, go on the road, stay in motels and cheap places for free. We do some work here and there. It'd be a fun adventure. Traveling on a budget is a life experience that I think everyone should have at some point.
The Cult of Sevens hollow.
Great big road trip, yes. Great big road trip to kill a head of state.
Unfortunately, I do believe that the Cult of 8 might be a problem if we're trying to go anywhere. I don't want to leave this area unprotected.
By the time we get back, there might be the Cult of 9.
I always forget about the Cult of 8. The bloody Cult of 8. Always.
I was going to ask if you had any updates on the Master of Information.
Yes, so here's the thing. All my eyes and ears are dead. Or gone. The only eyes and ears I have in my network are the ones you see on my face.
It wasn't me.
These things, they're nice, big, and they're big ears, but they don't go that far. So information is sorely lacking at this present juncture.
Oh. Matthias, take that down.
Yes, of course.
Big
as
ears.
mediator, since we are moving to the information, did you have any insights or anything to bring to the table, Master of Information?
Yes, I need more eyes and ears. Our situation requires the recruitment of more individuals.
Do they need to be attached to bodies?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. There may be but that is a good point. If we could research arcane methods of sleuthing and information gathering, could be a potential avenue to cut down on recruitment needs. Again, the investment into a high practitioner of arcane could be quite expensive, but then offsetting that against the costs of the cost of labor of new recruits might be worth looking into. But generally, recruitment tends to work better.
I just phased out after you said cutting.
Yeah. As the since we do seems to be research into arcane implements is to be necessary, we should ask our Minister of Magic his input. Ezekiel, what is your input on the arcane technology?
Well, my studies are coming on very well. I've learned now spells of the second tier fairly recently. I can set my sword on fire to help me kill better, but other than that, I'm kind of holding out on the hope that we will find a great deal of arcane tools and things that I might be able to use in the vault.
I see.
The vault, which is currently inaccessible to us.
Have you spoken to the Minister of Information about the idea about getting spies? Because he wanted to actually research stuff about magical means for spies. Have you spoken to him about that?
Ezekiel, Master of Information. What have you thought about that? Oh, I don't know, Ezekiel, Master of Magic. I haven't thought about that either.
It is good that you are both communicating very well. I shall note that down. Okay, perfect. Any no other insights? Perfect. Minister of Personnel, Coco, there was a thought regarding the new recruitment methods you were saying. Is there anything you want to bring to the table?
Yes. I think that in order to really help with our recruitment methods, it might be beneficial to repair the I'm just trying. Barracks wouldn't be the right word.
Sleeping quarters.
Sleeping quarters, as they have been split in half. As I'm sure you're all aware.
I also want to say, because of the lack of shelter and being rained on, Ezekiel now smells like wet dog.
Funding for that may be a problem. Ezekiel, is there any sort of magical means we could use to repair them?
Not that I'm capable of conjuring, no.
If I blow up one side, that means we just only have one instead of two.
But nothing like good old teamwork and hard labor can get any job done. So if we all wanted to pitch in and do some heavy lifting, might not be a bad idea. I take by your expression that's not something that you're very particularly keen on.
No, not particularly.
What?
I have also noticed some issues with the Cult of Eight taking some recruits.
They have, haven't they?
Now,
what do they have that we don't? It's really quite absurd.
8 members instead of 7.
Access to their vaults.
Access to the vaults, yes.
Marketing.
But marketing, yes. But other than an extra member, access to the vaults and marketing, what do they have that we don't?
They have been sending supplies to this island of Rise, along with safety boats to take them to the other island of Autumn.
Okay, so they have an extra member, access to their vault, marketing, safety boats, but other than those 4 things, what do they have that we don't?
An island that isn't sinking.
I'm going to stop talking.
With no other insights towards personnel.
What if we sink their island? Then
now tell me how would you go about sinking an island?
Give me enough gunpowder. I mean, surely.
Problem is, we are also on this island.
Do we?
Yes, but how are we going to get the finances to pay for such an inordinate amount of gunpowder? We don't need access to... If we were to get that much gunpowder, why not just blow a hole so we can access the vault?
Or then why not just blow up the 8?
I'm not the Minister for Information.
Because that is short-sighted, Con. Come on, you're the finance person. You should know this. If we have the vault, then we can buy more gunpowder to then blow up the 8 and also have access to the vault.
Or
that's fair, but if we blow up the 8, then we'll have access to their vaults, so we can use that money to buy more gunpowder to blow up our vaults.
But that means we'd have to risk a life and limb to kill them. Which I'm all for. I've been itching for a good fight for a long time. But it's just pragmatically better to not risk the remaining members of what few people we have left.
If I might interject, I think maybe
Objection, hearsay.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
I actually don't think it would be in our best interest to kill the 8. Maybe
that's sacrilege.
I'm not saying not get rid of
the
them.
Founder would strike you from the record for saying such things.
I would think that that if we can find a way to destabilize them, then it would be would mean various recruits able to looking for a place to go.
Oh, so you're thinking more along the lines of stealing their recruits in the same way that they've taken ours. But what about the leaders?
I think you're thinking too small.
I
know this is not being brought up in like the meeting notes, but I do have a cunning plan. And I pull out, I open up a box, and then like there's 2 signs. Well, my plan is that we change the signs of the 2 islands, and we convince them that this is their island, and we go to their island, and
but then we would have to masquerade.
And I've got like a sign of each one.
We would have to masquerade as the Cult of Eight. Where would we find an 8th member?
No. That's the thing. We masquerade the islands as different.
Yes, but then they'll come to us thinking, "Hey, I'm going to my 9 to 5 at the Cult of Eight," and they come and there's 7 of us, and we all look different.
And no, we then go to them. We swap islands.
Right. Just before we get too far on planning this, where are you intending to gather the funds to disguise both this area and this island and the mainland?
Yeah, I have a disguise kit, but it's not going to work for an entire
signs.
There is a reason you're not the master of diplomacy.
Speaking of which, you have spoken out of turn. We shall note this blasphemy in the journal.
But Keiko said that we shouldn't kill them. She's the traitor.
Yes.
Thank you, Matthias.
Her treasonous thoughts have been noted in the ledger.
Good.
However, we have to report her to the Minister of Personnel, which we all know is Coco, unfortunately. So, as we are going, regarding the state of diplomacy,
objection, heresy.
Overruled.
Sustained.
Regarding the diplomacy, nope. Any things to bring to the table?
Nope.
What? Oh,
yes, that's you.
Yeah. I think we did send one of our acolytes over to Cultivate, and I think they're the latest member. So we try to be diplomatic, but yeah, we can't really compete on their level. We can always try building a wall, actually blocking their island off from our island.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, the diplomatic mission was mainly to give you something to do.
Does not the water do that, though? It's like a watery wall.
People can swim.
Don't we need supplies from the mainland as well?
There's a problem. We need supplies.
Swapping islands.
You keep saying this thing about swapping islands. I don't think that's going to work.
Just say.
I mean, look, I'm very fond of the idea. I mean, again, I'm speaking in turn for the master of not diplomacy. But I think the idea of just going and killing the 8 leaders and then just taking over their cult by force, kind of like an aggressive buyout, except it's not a buyout, it's a kill out.
I will second that.
I do like that, because in addition to not being a buyout, we would get their vault.
Mm-hmm. It's like a buyout, but they lose money instead of us.
Precisely.
I will note the buyout into kill out into cookout plan.
Cookout?
Cookout.
Matthias, don't go adding things on your own.
Sorry, the morale of the initiates is quite low this year. So,
So you want to eat the box? So we're turning to cannibalism for the initiates?
No, this is a good idea. We go and we murder the cultists of the 8. We aggressively take over their cult. And then we host like a barbecue or something to greet the new initiates to their new overlords and say, hey, look, we're giving you barbecues and cooked meats and nice food. Working for us is not so bad.
I liked it more when Ezekiel said it. Matthias added it back in.
So not cannibalism, but just other cooked meats.
Cultist Appreciation Day.
It depends on if we can get access to funding.
So cannibalism's back on the table.
Meat's expensive.
Potentially.
Meat's back on the table, boys?
Although
we'll list it as mystery meat.
Although, yes, it's called long pork, I believe.
Long pork.
So sausages, okay.
Also known as cold
I'm
canines,
so sorry.
Yes. The Minister of Not Diplomacy. Do you have any insights besides your plan to switch the signs? The plan for cannibalism?
Well, the switching the signs is more of a long-term thing, but I thought that was more of like a. I like the killing everybody. I don't like the whole like why are we? I really think that we need to stop taking prisoners for ransom. It's
no more ransoms.
What?
Okay, perfect.
We're not taking prisoners. We are accumulating
recruiting new members.
Yeah.
Yes, but the founder is about eternal life. The only way to get eternal life is through death. So you need to be killing people. That's the only way.
I think you got a few seconds.
All organics need to be killed. Not you guys yet, but everybody else.
I will say,
if we get some more initiates and recruits, that you will have more people that can murder other people.
So I have been looking through the previous minutes, and you brought up this specific point, the last 237 occasions, which I believe is as long as you've been with us. I agree, your zeal for wanton murder is something that we do value as part of this cult of seven, but
thank you.
And you're so very welcome. We do need bodies. And not like living bodies, because if we were to come
they make
up
good
against,
armor.
If we were to come up, I know we have penciled that. Make another note. We will talk about this in another meeting.
Yes, of course.
Actually, schedule a meeting specifically for that, Matthias.
Yes. In fact, don't call it a meeting. Call it an intervention. I don't think us are comfortable with the human skin leather. Anyway.
Intervention.
Would you be more comfortable with other creatures' skin?
What if he called it long pork leather?
Because there's not pork.
Make a note to discuss during the intervention, Matthias.
The reason why we use humanoids more than others is because, let's just say it's harder to skin. Well, it's harder to shave. Your kind. And just for
the intervention, what?
The intervention shall be scheduled soon.
We'll table this for another time. But if we were to come up against, say, a troop of would-be heroes or the King's Guard, who are coming to put a stop to our machinations,
then we'll kill them.
We need fighters, or else we will be outnumbered. Yes.
So if we can turn them, I will say though, for the individuals that we have ransomed, it is extremely useful to get that money initially, just so that we do have some funds in order to buy more weapons and more, murder implements.
Yes.
But perhaps we could reconsider actually following through with giving them back and just getting the money and then killing them anyway.
So we get the money, then we kill them and skin them.
Mm-hmm.
It's as wonderful as that thought
That way we get
that
free armor and money for weapons.
But here's the thing. That works insofar as we don't have any reputation. Once we get a reputation, then people won't send us money because they think, well, they're not going to send us our family back, so why would we send them the money?
So we kill them.
If we have them come to collect their family,
then we kill them. Yes.
Then they won't be around to tell the story.
Yes.
I like your way of thinking, Con.
Noted. All noted down. Noted. We will kill the hostages and their families. Noted.
Perfect.
Kill the hostages after family's paid. If family doesn't pay, we kill the family and the hostages.
I see. So, kill the hostages, get the ransom, then kill the family.
Matthias, just write down kill.
Perfect. I will write down that we shall kill.
Yes.
Perfect.
I think that's right.
I believe that is all of the state of not diplomacy. So, regarding the state of innovation, unfortunately, the current minister is unable to make the meeting. However, he has suggested the introduction of tunics as a method to reduce movement constrictions. He said that it has been getting very windy as of late, and getting wind in the undergarments is a very way to free yourself. Any insights or objections?
I mean, I'm already there.
I would prefer to continue wearing armor. I think that is a wiser decision, especially if we're going to go killing. I have my own armor, but thank you.
I don't think Moo-Moo's is going to be a really good fashion statement this time of year. With all the blusterness and the wind, that's probably not a good thing to have.
But you can scare your enemies or make them laugh.
So we have
either way,
like
distracted.
So we have a yay from Ezekiel.
I mean, who do you think he got the idea from?
Most likely he did get it from you. It is very dashing. A yay from Ezekiel.
Thank you.
I don't think we have the funds to buy whole new outfits.
That is true, though. That is true.
Yes, I'm not keen on giving any of the funds that we do have available to us up.
What is our current financial status? How much coin do we have? Do you know?
Enough.
You have a
finance? Enough?
Do we have enough for body paint? That way we can like change the skins to be like different colors to be your suiting.
Oh, I don't see why we would need body paint. I mean, we have plenty of blood.
Blood cakes and it's weird.
I'll consider it in our next financial revision.
It's not like oil. Like blood gets weird when it dries out. Oil's good.
Oh, and another note regarding the state of our blood jars in the cellar. The earthquake has shattered quite a few of them, and the rest were used for blood pudding a few months ago.
Oh yes, and while we're on this topic, in my studies of the arcane, this might help you, Con. I learned of something called PayPal fraud, which could help us get some extra money. So, so if you need me to teach you, I can do that.
Yes, I can.
Don't people have 2-feet authentication?
Someone clip
Fuck you, Lorian.
Karsh is noting down the timestamp.
Yes, if you could have Matthias write up some notes, and after reviewing them, I will be sure to have Matthias then set up a meeting for us to discuss how we may use this PayPal fraud to assist in fund acquisitions.
It's a banking system in Absalom that uses arcane ley lines.
Oh, speaking about Absalom, I got a letter from Absalom saying that from the king of Absalom that needs to, like a prince of Absalom that needs to, has access to all these funds, but I need to be able to send him some money to try to get it unlocked.
Have Matthias forward that to me, please.
Yeah. I will forward it to the Minister of Finance in order to send the funds as quickly as possible.
I legit got an email.
It should be really good for us.
I'll share it in the. It's hilarious.
That is all for the state of innovation. I will note down the PayPal fraud. I believe in other regions it is known as a wire transfer fraud as well.
I think I may have heard about that.
Yes. And lastly on the agenda, regarding the state of morale of the low-ranking members of the cult, a petition has been introduced, made to reduce the working hours of the initiates from 20 hours a day to 19. However, and as he's saying this, and as he's going along around the petition, you just hear, "They're here! They're here!" As you just kind of, my dog barked. As you kind of see, you see a man, or rather, before you see a man, you hear an old man kind of going out from where it seems to be the entrance of where the headquarters is. If you all heard this voice, it is most likely the voice of Peter, the Minister of Innovation. As you just kind of hear him yell, "They're here! They're here!" As all of you turn to see where the voice is. And in this conference room, the walls have been broken down and there are many holes. So as you kind of see, "They're here!" you just see the old man walking past the holes in the wall, and you see he's wearing a bright green tunic and looks to be looks to be almost a yellowy hat. As you just kind of, "They're here! They're here! They're here!
Who's they? Who's they?
They're coming! They're here! They're here!"
While he's distracted, can I take the petition from Matthias and ball it up and put it in my pocket?
Sure. Roll me a thievery check.
Is it thievery?
Yes, it would be.
I'm gonna be in skills. Thievery.
First roll of the game.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hang on. Wait, do I just click that? Okay.
You'll just click the die, and then don't add any modifiers. I think.
Oh.
Yay! So 13 on your thievery check. You have a +7. Wow. As you kind of just go over, just to kind of make your way over towards where Matthias is, and you just kind of put your hand on the petition, and you just kind of pull it. And as you kind of pull it, he just, as you kind of pull it out of his hand and just like ball it up, he just looks at you, as he looks at you on the ball, and
I'm gonna look him in the eye and put it in my pocket.
You look him in the eye.
If you have a complaint, speak to the person in charge of PR.
So did you just steal the minutes?
No, the petition.
All right. Yeah. So just make sure you put down in the minutes. Peter interrupted with an alarm. Don't know if it's false or not yet. And Kokyo stole the petition.
I will note that down. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I will note that down as soon as possible. He kind of walks over to the table and just kind of scratches it into the table. And then he kind of scratches in the table. You see Peter just, they're here, and he just walks over to the door and goes silent, and you just hear,
who is here?
He just knocks.
Matthias, get the door.
Of course. Oh, that's too much. Of course. And he just kind of walks over to the door, and he just kind of just opens the door, and then you just see Peter just walk over. Permission to speak?
No.
Granted.
Granted.
Perfect. Granted.
It's much more fun if he has to mime it.
He just kind of just breathes in a little bit and says, they're here! They're here! They're here!
See?
Now,
Much more fun
Minister
if
of
you have to mime
Information, can you clarify who he means by there?
Well, given... if I had to infer from context clues, perhaps the Cult of the Eight? Would I be accurate, Peter?
you just like...
See? Much better if they have to mime.
Right?
Matthias just kind of looks over. Matthias looks over. I think he's saying, yes, you're correct. It was 3 words.
Right. Excellent. Well, I've been looking to get my blade bloody, and I... Looks like our plan to the aggressive the non-buying buyout might start fairly earlier.
Yes. Minister of Non-Diplomacy, I believe that this is your lead.
Yep.
Let's blow this shit place up.
Not our place.
We're more into the killing part right
Yes.
now, less the blowing up.
They've got a better place, I'm sure. So if we kill them, we'll take theirs.
So
yes,
just,
but let's kill them first.
Only because I'm conscious that they will be bearing down on us and trying to kill us. Shall we say meeting adjourned?
How many people are there, by the way? Is it just 1, 2, 3 more, 4 more?
That's something for after the meeting. Meeting adjourned. Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned. Excellent. We'll reconvene in a week's time. Thank you very much.
Meeting adjourned for murder.
To battle!
Matthias, can you note down the date for the next meeting?
I will note down the date for the next meeting. I will send all of you.
Be aware there might be daylight savings time. So we have to make sure the right thing.
Make sure to send out an Outlook reminder, please.
Of course. I will send out an Outlook reminder. Make sure to click the link in the Gmail for the Zoom invite. You just kind of note that down on the table.
Oh, and can you also send us the minutes as well?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I will send you the minutes.
Upload it to the SharePoint.
I will upload it to the shared Google Drive folder.
Oh yeah, I also have to make sure we update the Active Directory for the passwords and usage limits.
Right.
I still haven't got any of you. I still cannot convince you all to use the Slack channel. It's so much more convenient. Anyway.
Move past. Matthias just kind of notes it down. He kind of scratches on the table, and you just see Peter look over. Come on, they're here.
Yes, you got it, Peter.
You see Matthias look over at all of you. He says, ministers, shall I come with, or shall I,
Are you?
But no, you have to transcribe the minutes, don't you?
I do have to transcribe the minutes. Yes,
You've got duties to go through.
Finance. Yes, of course.
Have you done the laundry yet?
No, not yet. It did rain last
And the folding?
night, so
doesn't matter.
The folding.
I would say hold off on the laundry until after the fight, because we might have some bloody clothes to give you.
That is a fair point. Yes.
I'll work on the rubble and the latrines then. All right.
Good.
Fantastic.
Of course. And you see Peter just kind of like.
I'm tired of using the long. I'm tired of using the long drop.
All right. After you what?
What?
Let's go.
Yes.
As I change my pistol into a bazooka.
Right.
All of you. All of you continue. You guys all leave the conference room. As you guys leave the conference room and just kind of leave Matthias to his own devices back at the headquarters, Peter just kind of like, hold on, let me take the lead. I will lead you right to them. And as you see him just kind of just walk at a
If it's a trap, I'm going to shoot you in the back.
Peter's pace is about a quarter of a step than a regular pace. As you see Peter just kind of, come on, follow me. As all of you just continue walking past him at the headquarters. As you guys continue.
Can someone mention exercise program for recruits next meeting?
Oh, yeah, we need to actually bring up the whole getting everyone up at 7 a.m. in the morning to do their early morning calisthenics.
Yeah,
yes,
I think
Kyoko,
jogging.
I believe that would be your responsibility. I would also like to say, should we need a new master of innovation after today, I would like to nominate Nope. I feel like you haven't quite been pulling your weight.
Yep.
Nope.
Not yup.
Yep, nope.
Right,
Yep.
What?
Who? Sorry, huh?
No, nope, not what? Yup.
What?
No,
what?
Nope. Anyway.
No, yep's here.
Peter has gotten several steps ahead of us. We should catch up.
Oh, how'd that happen?
That's how you know. That's how you know we've delayed.
Yeah, so as you guys begin to make your way, you notice that Peter obviously is heading in the direction of the village on the coast of the island of Rise, the little village Cardesp, which is named after the great almighty founder, of course. As you all of you begin to follow the trail down the pathway, Peter is a little bit lagging behind as he's beginning to make his way down as well. Is anyone doing anything either to assist Peter, or are you just all heading to the village of Cardesp?
I pick him up.
Because he has been stationed. Of course. You pick up Peter. How are you picking him up? Are you picking up in a princess carry, fireman over the shoulder?
By the scruff, please.
Actually, I think Yep will be around, so I think Yep will be picking up by scruff of the collar and just walking him.
So you pull.
So
you
what
pull
is
Peter
what is
up
your what is your eidolon? What is Yup?
Yeah, what is Yup? And that's a good segue.
Yep is.
What does Yup look like?
I will come back to that. I need to figure out which eidolon I actually chose.
We didn't get back to what Nope looked like.
What Nope looked like.
They just look like words.
Can we just say? Can we please just have Nope just be like the most generic, like cowled cultist with like no discernible features, just a big long hood and
no one actually knows what Nope looks like. Nope's just like a.
And then the eidolon Yup is exactly the same, just 2 feet shorter.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that. No one's actually seen Yep and Nope. The only way you can tell is by the voices.
And the height.
Yeah.
And the height.
No
Don't talk
height.
to me and my son again.
You grab Peter by the shoulders, you grab him by the scruff, by his tunic, and he's kind of grabbed by his tunic. You notice that his it kind of pulls up a little bit, and you can just kind of see all the way up his thigh, and it's very like you just see all the wrinkly old man as you're pulling up and just kind of continuing forward. As you're making your way down, the bit of thing. So let me just go ahead and activate this. So let me take you to the island of Rise. So as you begin to see,
it's a hex scroll.
Kind of make your way down, right? Yes, it's a hex scroll. Yes, of course. Actually, it's not.
Holy shit!
But yeah, the island is sinking. So as you guys begin to make your way down, you guys been making your way down south, and as you're making your way down south, does anyone conversating, talking, or anything? Or are you guys just heading silently to the village of Cardesp to the south?
Do we need the village?
Yes.
I mean, it is generally where we get some of our recruits. So
give it a few months.
But if we're not recruiting, then do we really need the village?
We're not recruiting not by our choice.
Yes.
I say let's deal with the 8 first.
Yes. We have to sort of organize our priorities and our different tasks that we need to accomplish. And I know you're very passionate about your genocide of all organic life, but it's that has to come secondary to the needs of the cult, unfortunately.
But the cult will be last, so the cult will be the best.
Yes, but these individuals who are in the city are potential future cult members. So in order to come last, we cannot kill them first.
Does it really matter?
It will be killed.
Yes.
That's entropy. So yes, it does matter. Cause cannot follow effect. Cannot follow effect. Has to follow cause, not the other way around.
Thank you, Master of Information.
It's not just knowledge. It's not just spying. It's also fun facts every day with Ezekiel.
How do we opt out?
There is no unsubscribe.
Well,
I did not know.
I've raised it in the meetings, but you won't allow me to kill us because we're already down to 7.
Did you know that squirrels can jump 20 feet and can devour a human body to the bone in 3 hours?
That is actually quite interesting.
Could be a useful tool.
Resubscribe.
So we need to train squirrels and
or find a druid, or recruit a druid.
It could be an excellent tactic for getting information out of the 8 as well.
Or the 7.
And people do the whole thing with like
Sorry.
putting starving rats in your clothing, but squirrels work much better.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're having that conversation.
As you guys are having that conversation and going down to the south.
Can we bring this up in the next meeting? See if we can recruit
I love this just ultra. What's the word I'm looking for? Like corporate talk about like the most awful, like brutal shit.
It's perfect. I love it so much.
Have we heard about flamingos?
As all of you are making your way
we got
down
a new
to the
water cooler
village,
for the office. It dispenses blood.
But we're low on blood. We've already gone through that in the meeting.
Yes. Okay. So as we make our way to the
as you're making your way down, bring it back. As you're making your way down to the village card desk and just having Peter has not said much when he's being held by the scruff. Almost like a cat in which they just kind of freeze. His eyes are just dead ahead. Not moving at all. He just kind of just freezes. As you guys are making your way down.
It's kind of like you let go. They're hip.
So for this specific situation, can I have Coco? Can I have you roll me perception? You have the highest passive perception out of everybody.
Okay.
It's called a perception DC. Come on, get with the system.
I know. But in this specific
where
instance,
is perception?
I know.
It's on the left on the banner.
Oh, okay.
It's not deception. It's perception.
Oh,
Difference.
I see. Perception.
Oh yeah, who has the highest deception DC?
Oh my god, what's with me and rolling 6s? Oh,
I have
15.
I have 9 deception.
Ooh.
So, as you are all making your way down, just kind of talking about water coolers and corporate death, as you kind of begin walking down, Coco, you kind of are walking a little bit ahead, and while you're listening to the conversation, you're keeping an eye out, at least a little bit, just being aware of a lot of your surroundings. As you're kind of walking down this little path where there's a little creek going by, you see the water just kind of moving a little bit, and you just kind of see what looks to be almost the smell of fresh rain, because it did rain yesterday, or last night rather, and you just kind of see this happening. You notice that there are a few things a little bit off in this small little clearing that you see. As you kind of just look for a second, what do you do?
There's a few things off?
Yes, there's a few things out of place that you can tell. You're not quite sure exactly. You can't put your finger on it, but there's something off.
Something's out of place. Okay.
Yes.
Can I spend a moment to see if I can figure out what it is?
Sure. You just kind of stop. Do you stop everyone else? Is the bigger question. Just kind of, or do you just kind of let everyone continue walking?
They're not walking too fast, so I'll just kind of take a quick check, I think.
Okay. Roll me another perception check.
Rolls a 6.
A roll of 6, I will cry. Okay.
23. Okay. You just kind of look, and as you kind of look around and you see that while everyone else is kind of engrossed in their conversation, you see that on top of what looks to be cresting a little bit of a small hill, there is a large white-skinned creature masquerading as a tree. And as you kind of see the large white-skinned creature masquerading as a tree, you just kind of see it up there for a second, and you notice that its hands are on an actual tree, and it looks to be just like staring dead in the eyes at your group. And you notice that following the trail down the hill, there is an obvious sign that another tree has been thrown down here, and it looks like they have been practicing this little tiny slide of a large log. But this is what you saw that was off. As you see the large brute just lock eyes with you, and as it locks eyes with you, it just tips the tree over. As it just tips the tree over, you just see the tree fall down, and as it crashes down on the hill, you just hear as it just kind of crashes down and slides down the hill. You just see a zombie just get thrown out of the top of the tree and get crushed by the log itself, because unfortunately it was kind of a spur of the moment kind of thing, in which the zombie just gets crushed by that tree and just and it stops in front of you, all of you, in this pathway. And as you are all stopped here, and you just kind of see, you just start seeing a bunch of what looks to be a few undead rise from the bushes, as you just kind of see some of them looks to be dressed in tattered uniforms of a cult. And as you kind of see the sigil of 8 dots on them, as you see that they are all undead, of course. They may have been initiates at one point. However, they are treated much better than initiates than your cult, mostly.
Oh.
As this happens, I'm gonna go ahead and activate.
This is this might be a problem. If we have to kill, if we have to kill the cult of 8 twice, that's a real problem.
I like their style. Like,
yes, as is
death is the key here.
Go ahead and place all of your characters onto the map in this pathway, wherever you're standing.
We cannot see the pathway.
It is black.
Because we don't have... I'm just going to put myself there, because I saw the little red thing.
Out of the way.
There we go.
That sound.
How do I?
Me?
Is that Foundry ambience?
I think that was Karsh.
That was Karsh for sure.
Okay.
So are we coming from?
You guys are coming. You guys are going south right now, so you guys are coming from the top right.
Okay.
So who's missing?
Also, game pause. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Oh yeah, game pause.
Oh yeah, it does. It does make.
We won't be able to move, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's because you're the one that's.
Was this the dude?
There we go.
Peter is.
Is that the tree?
Dude?
Yeah. So this at the top, that's the tree that was thrown down. This is the zombie that was killed as it slid down.
Oh, okay. So we are pretty far.
There's 2 Ezekiels. How do we remedy this?
I
didn't know I had myself.
Alright. So I would be standing here looking at it.
Yeah.
Yes. This is going to be Peter. I don't know why the token doesn't work. So it looks like Yep was holding Peter, correct?
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Who?
Last question. Is this the current marching order of everybody? Everyone good with their places here?
Oh, I thought I was in the back. Which way are we
You
marching?
could have been in the back. You guys are marching southwest.
Oh.
Yeah, Ezekiel's up front.
We're marching that way, so yeah,
I
makes
think.
sense.
Hang on.
Khan was chatting casually with Ezekiel about.
I just love it says they're here,
stuff,
here, and we just pick up him by the scruff of the neck and says, "Okay."
Okay. So this is the current order. As all of you kind of see the what looks to be the undead bursting out of the trees like daisies, you just kind of see that they are looking over and they are hostile. So as all things go, it is time to roll initiative. Perception. Diplomacy if you were talking about something specific that you were very, very passionate about, regardless of what's going to be.
Ezekiel is very talkative, so...
I don't think it was anything.
Do we have to select our token to do it?
So.
I believe so. You do.
There we go.
Let's see. We're just kind of learning, figuring out how this all works.
18.
So
I
as
took
you
in.
roll and you get everything set up, I thought I
Oh.
had a...
With none, roll, public.
Yes. I
Okay.
should have... I thought I had a macro for this, but I forgot, which is fine. Okay, so that's the case.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and do this one.
Oh no, I'm going to be high on the initiative, which means I need to decide what to do.
I'm
What
still figuring
can I
stuff
do?
out.
That's okay.
Roll.
I think I have. I do.
So this combat is brought to you by Lorian
This
Ross.
combat.
Lorian Ross needs you to buy his music.
Yes, there we go. Let's do that. Brought to you by
Yeah.
me. By me.
There's dice coming up on the
Um,
screen.
Yeah.
I know, I'm trying to roll for all the shamblers, but they are not separate tokens, which is
Ah.
very interesting.
Ah.
Just grab this.
Don't
Plug,
mind me, I'm
plug,
playing.
do a plug, do a plug.
Well, we have other
Yeah,
games
tell
on
us,
Goblin
tell
Cave
us about
TV.
your recent stuff, Lorian.
Oh boy. I've been doing some commissions, which has been a lot of fun. And the last 3 songs I've done have emulated the soundtracks of Kingdom Hearts, then Elden Ring, and then Jet Set Radio. So a diverse collection of different sounds, which has been a lot of fun.
Okay, so game I own, and oh look, game I own.
Well, there
You
go.
own a lot of games, though, MLP. That's not
you
that
have a
hard.
absurd collection.
I don't have a problem. Really, I don't.
Yeah, there's a reason why he uses a green screen.
Let's see.
So-
So testing.
So yes, I have my. If we're continuing the plug, my commissions are open. And follow me on Twitter, Lorian Ross, and DM me if you want some music for your whatever you've got going on.
And if you want other examples that you may have seen on our channel, it's actually done the Call of Cthulhu 2 music sound sets for that, plus the Circus of the Broken Chain music intro sound. There's a couple of examples, and you've done another big one recently for a bigger channel.
I did the campaign 2 intro theme for the Unexpectables, which was.
I'm tempted to commission
real
Nuggies
treat.
to do that one.
What do you Nuggies?
Jam and Nuggies.
The VR.
Oh, I would.
Say no.
Let me ask the GM of that campaign first. If
I said
if
I'm
she's
tempted.
Okay with that. Yeah.
And other stuff on the channel. We're doing this as a precursor, because we're filling in time, until Will says he's ready.
Yes, don't worry.
We're doing this because we're bringing back Circus of the Broken Chain, which is why we were off last week, because we were talking about this, getting this ready, and also getting Circus of the Broken Chain ready. Because that's a thing that's coming back to the channel probably in 3 weeks after this is finished. And maybe... Well, maybe...
Really?
Will is convinced enough to run something for us from peer pressure, but
really exciting fun things about Circus of the Broken Chain is that we started out with having a bunch of characters who had known each other for 8, 7, 1 years to a few months. And we just kind of jumped in with the first book, but we've really been kind of talking to each other individually, figuring out, hey, like, what would I have learned about your character in those 8 years? And so I'm certain there's going to be a lot of fun RP moments if that's your thing. It certainly is this group's.
We've been hyper focusing on our circus characters.
I literally, like, my insomnia has come back because of it, which is a bad thing, but it's also a good thing.
My hair looks like Leafy's.
It does.
Cosplay.
Green screens.
I mean, I already was kind of like obsessed with Azzy, but
now you're more obsessed with Azzy.
I've got an entire list of like art ideas to commission for Lieriel.
Oh my god, I so want to do that. I have run out of money with which to commission art as much as I would love to.
Will, you almost done?
I'm done. Yeah.
You done? Okay.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I'm done. Before our next session, I gotta figure out my macros because I usually have really nice macros. Anyways, regardless, let's go ahead and do this. So we're gonna go ahead and start this turn order. So let me just go.
Is there a turn order we can see?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you, in Counter Tracker, it's the second one in that little.
Next to your chat.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
And you can double click on it to pop it out up the top.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, lots of zombie shamblers. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot
So
more than we
you
can
kind of
see.
see, you see a lot of the ones that go out as you kind of just see all of them just kind of pop out of the mini pieces of foliage. You see the large zombie brute, almost as if he did an accident. He just kind of seems to be a bit stunned. Not literally, of course, not the condition, but he's a bit stunned that he made a mistake. Regardless, it is the first round.
Be sorry.
First turn. Khan, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Yes. Well, I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna go over and
jump right
sorry, I'm still kind of trying to figure out how to move around. I'm gonna go, 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm just gonna go right up to that zombie shambler. I have quick draw. So for my second action, I will be using my dagger, or I will be trying to. Yes, so we are using dexterity, all of that fun stuff, and then I roll and see if that works. 21 to hit.
21. 21 to hit. That does hit. It is not a crit.
Okay. Yeah, that would be a bit low to be a crit. So damage. 6 damage.
You're a rogue. Do you have your surprise attack yet, or no?
But
you didn't roll for perception. You didn't roll for deception or.
No, I didn't. And then
so it
I
is
don't.
not flat-footed.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I'm still learning how to be a rogue.
Yes. So
I didn't
all of you
charismatic rogues. So.
All of you just kind of see the undead burst out of the small foliage. Khan seems to spring into action first. As you see Khan just kind of run over towards the one to the south, the one that popped up near the riverbank. As he just kind of goes over and just slices through a piece of its ankle, just cutting what looks to be a bit of sinew. You do deal some damage to it, but it is still moving, of course. So next on the turn order. Or is that the end of your turn?
No, I get another attack.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I don't know how to do. I'm just gonna untype. Do the -4 because it's not letting me do the math.
You should be. There's a strike, and then the next button over to the right.
Yeah.
Said map -5, map -10.
For some reason, that's not showing up for my dagger. It's only showing up for my unarmed. But I put it in. So.
Oh, it's because your dagger isn't
try
drawn.
and hit it
That's
again.
Why.
Oh no, I missed.
Yes. What is that?
It's a 12. I think for some reason it's targeting myself.
Yes.
But I rolled a 12. I'm assuming a 12 does not hit.
A 12 in fact does hit.
Oh, darn. So I was one off critical on that other one. Okay.
That's why I said that. Yeah, you just kind of cut into it again, dealing another 7 damage to it as you just kind of slice the other ankle. Easy peasy. So that is minus 13. Quick maths. Perfect. So that is the end of Khan's turn.
Minus 1, that's 3 quick maths.
One of the shamblers is going to move forward. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to start moving forward. That's the end of its turn. The other one's going to go as it's going to just kind of burst out of the thing. 1, 2, 3. And it just kind of comes out near the riverside. As you kind of see one just kind of shambling over towards the first individual it sees. The first person that it does see is Peter. But since he is so still, it just moves past him because he's invisible as he is still. As it's going to attack.
The vision is based on movement. Everyone stand still.
It's going to attack the Eidolon instead. The reason why is because Peter has very important things to do later. Regardless, the fist is going to attack. Fist is going to attack. Looks like it's
now. Where can I get this plot armor?
I want plot armor.
It's going to attack Yup. Yup is going to be 20.
Hits.
Okay, so it's going to deal some damage. 6 damage as you just see the zombie shambler just come over and slam into Yup, hitting Yup's arm. As it kind of hits Yup's arm, Yup drops Peter, so that Yup doesn't have to drop him next turn. As just see Peter just kind of spring into action, and he is going to try and exit the combat or hide, one of the two. Regardless, Ezekiel, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Hi. You're approaching me. Your first mistake. And I will sort of like place a hand on my spell book and draw out fire and run it along my my dueling sword. And I will spell strike.
Ooh.
With produce flame because I am a magus. So let me just click that for it.
Yes. Channel spell to punch or sword. Cast spell takes 1 action to react.
Basically, I make a melee strike and it's both attacks at once. So
I see.
That's going to be a 26.
Yep, that's a crit.
Oh boy. Oh no! So I've clicked damage. I should have clicked critical. So 16 points of damage plus. How do I do the? I'm just gonna click cast and then damage.
Yeah, Karsh, I'm gonna ask just not to do the zombie noises.
It's too much for you
because it's too much for me. Yeah, it's too much.
A little distracting.
I'll just roll. Oh no! God, I don't know how to do damage for the fire. Let's just call
regardless.
That... So total of 16 plus 14, 30 points of damage.
Yes, regardless, you immolate the actual zombie. You literally just slice through as if it is butter. You just cut straight through it. As it just kind of cuts through, and it just seems to almost just...
I miss this! And he starts to laugh like a hyena. And I will use my third action to enter my Arcane Cascade stance. As the blade continues to burn with small embers, and Ezekiel seems to like speed up.
Perfect.
Big box of text.
Big box of text. Sounds good. Yeah. I will say this right now. I'm not used to people describing what they do on their turns. So if you guys are describing what you do on your turns, just let me know. With the people I play with, I have to describe everything. I'm literally the book. So if you guys are going to describe stuff on your turns, I'm just going to let you guys just roll with it. Just go.
I like describing it myself.
Yes. Yeah, no. I prefer it. Regardless, you slice it. It is dead. Butter straight through. You see Peter just back up into the river a little bit. He's a bit scared of you. But as always, it is what it is. That is the end.
He's always scared. That's the
Ezekiel's
problem.
turn. It's true. The other one's going to go over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see another one just begin to shamble towards all of you. Watch, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Well, I did mention that I had the bazooka out, so it'd be a shame if I didn't use the bazooka.
Have you had the bazooka out this whole time you've been walking down? It's been probably like an hour or two since you guys have walked since the conference room. You just have your bazooka out waiting to shoot people?
He is the minister of not diplomacy.
Probably yes.
I'd roll a d3, but I don't know how to.
It's the same like / roll 1d3.
I've never known how to do it anyway, but
yeah, I usually use the macro thing on the side and roll 20.
Okay, blunderbuss instead. So with the blunderbuss out, just over the shoulder, just walking. Yep.
Sorry, Will, I forgot. Is the zombie still alive?
It is dead. It is completely dead.
Well, to be fair, it was already dead. Yeah. It wasn't alive.
Extra dead. It's double
because
dead.
I forgot the persistent fire damage, but as you were.
Oh yeah. No, 30 damage, yeah, you're more than enough to kill it. Easy peasy.
Yeah. With the blunderbuss just over the shoulder instead. It's like, see, this is why we're superior. We kill our recruits, we don't turn them into undead. Although it's a nice little tactic. Maybe we should do this for the ransom. Can someone point that for the next meeting? As I target and shoot the zombie at the back. Because
okay, perfect.
There's a little bit of a threat.
An attack roll.
Strike, and I've got to do ability stuffs to confirm.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
29 is a crit.
So a little bit of damage.
19. You get your blunderbuss out. You just get it out. You put it into both of your hands. You just, as you just slams into the one behind. As you just see the zombie just riddled with bullet holes, and it's just kind of, it almost stops moving, and you just see one of its eyes just blink. It is on the brink of death. It is that one.
Which one?
Reload.
The one behind.
Shoot again.
Okay.
The same one. And that's my, let's see. Oops, no, that's the wrong one. Close. It's the MP map -5. Public roll and bits and pieces.
12 is a hit. You hit. Yeah, even with map you hit. So no roll needed. You just kind of the next one just shoots out, and only one pellet hits it straight in the brain as it just goes through, and it falls down dead. Easy peasy. Dink.
So next meeting, zombies, how to do it. We might need some training or something.
I'll start learning necromancy.
Thank you.
We see Coco. It is your turn. What are you doing? You were the one that first saw all of this happening, and you're kind of standing there as you're looking around. The brute has not moved quite yet, although you at least see that his feet seem to almost be ready for a sprint.
How? Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move this way.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my Foxfire ability to conjure these little balls of flame and attack. How do I? There we go. Aha. Oh wait, hang on. Maybe if I press this, it'll actually. Oh yeah, that'll roll it. Hang on, I got it.
Attack with 15 hits.
Yeah.
You just kind of a bit of is it electricity or fire?
It's fire.
Perfect. Yeah, easy peasy. Which one are you hitting? The one back here?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm pretty sure that's only one action, isn't it? So I can do it again.
Yes, I believe Fox. Yeah, you should be able to do it again because I believe Foxfire also doesn't have map. I don't think, does it?
I think
no,
everything has map.
Unarmored. It does have map. Yeah, it has map. So you just gotta make sure that you have to add the -5.
So map -5.
Yeah, it'll be -5. So just roll it again, and then we'll just deduct 5 from it.
Yep.
You don't have to.
Oh, I pressed the deduct 5 thing.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Yeah, they both hit. Roll me damage again.
Oof.
Yep.
Oof.
Only one.
Another piece of damage, and then what is your third action?
I walked.
Oh, you moved, right?
I moved out of the way because I'm pretty sure that he's gonna go running.
What class is Kyoku?
But
Oh, that's right. Yep.
So you just kind of just fire as you just kind of you just toss 2 bits of motes of fire at the one to the other side. It's a good thing everything is damp in this forest because you would have lit some things on fire if not the case. As you just kind of just slam both of them into it. One of them hits its eyes, the other one hits its chest. As you deal a total of 5 damage. Okay, perfect. As you deal a total of 5 damage, next one's gonna go. This one is which one? Wait, I've lost the ones I've found. Where's this one at? Oh, this one's dead. That's why. No, it's not dead.
It's sleeping. It's resting.
Oh, it is the one. So the one you just attacked is going to move towards you, Coco.
yeah.
As it kind of moves over, and then it's going to attack you with its fist attack. Let's see. I ran zombies before. I don't know why whenever I look at zombies, I just... 19. I believe that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you see the zombie just slam into you with a fist as it punches you in the... I was going to say punches you in the throat. It punches you in the cheek as it just kind of hits you and deals 4 damage. That is easy.
4?
That is... Yep, 4 damage total.
How do I...
Nope. It is your turn.
How do I change...
the banner on your
oh,
left
over here.
side.
Still
Alright, well...
These names.
Yeah. Well, Nope looks around and says, nope! And... Oh. How do I actually move my target? Move myself.
You would have to make sure that on the left side you have the person thing and the selection button.
Okay.
I believe you're on measurement.
Yep,
right
there we
now.
go.
Mhm.
Okay, so 5. If I move here, do I still have line of
Yes.
sight on the creature there?
On the
The one on
bird.
top? Yes, you do.
Yes. Sweet. And with that, then I'll first action is move, and then as you see Nope's hands go together, he does disrupt undead on the one at the top, and with a motion of the hand, press the button. Hopefully it cut. Did that thing?
You'll not start with energy, 1d6 positive, spellcasting modifier, save 14, so I have to roll a save.
Yes, you do.
Fortitude. That's it's just okay. So fortitude, I rolled a 14, which is a fail.
Yep. So damage. All
By
right.
the way, he has a +10 to his fortitude.
Oof.
So, yes, 10 damage. So as you just kind of, as you slam into the Divine Lance, it's 2d6?
2d6 plus 3.
Oh, it's heightened.
what-
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, it's heightened. Yeah, so as you just see the Divine Lance just pierce into it. Anything else?
That's my action.
Believe that's
Move and 2 action.
But you've got your Eidolon and act together, so your Eidolon has 1 action now.
Yeah, Eidolon has 1 right now.
Okay, I was just looking at act together. I thought that was... Yeah, never mind.
No,
In
yeah,
that-
act
in that
together is
case-
basically free. Yeah.
So, Yep moves over. Yep's got movement of 25, I presume.
Mhm.
So, 5, 10. Sorry. 5, 10, 15. Oh. Yeah, I'll leave
Okay.
Yep there.
Perfect. Okay, you leave Yep there as the turn ends. The Brute is going to go. It is not enfeebled from the Divine Lance. It's going to look down. It's going to see... nope, you threw some Divine Magic at it. So it is actually going to come and attack you. So it's going to just kind of burst down, just slamming. It's going to go... as you see the water move in the creek, like in Jurassic Park.
I
You just
thought...
see it come over.
I thought that it could only go that way. Because that's the way the terrain looked to me. Never mind.
It can go anywhere. It's huge.
It can go anywhere. It's free. It's 2022. It can go anywhere it wants. As you just kind of see it slam down, as it's gonna just it's gonna attack you with its fist attack.
This ain't gonna end well.
Probably not. It is 21.
Oh yeah, that hits.
21. That hits. It's not a crit though. So
not a crit.
Planned. Yes. It is gonna deal a total of 9 damage. Wow. Both rolls, very lucky for you. As it just kind of slams into you with its fist, it's just, and you're also knocked 5 feet backwards.
I'll take it.
From its push. That is the end of the brute's turn. As the other shambler
5 feet, which backwards? Directly opposite to about.
It's going to be diagonal. Yeah, it's going to be diagonal. Just 5 feet backwards, diagonal. Right
okay.
there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see a few of other ones coming over here, and this one's gonna go over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
How do I delete that?
You have to select them.
There you go. Khan, you're going to be attacked by the shambler next to you.
Sure.
It's going to try to
for
attack
it.
you. And I believe that actually. Let's see. It's going to actually try to grab you.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah, it's going to try to grab you. I believe.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. Actually, when I attacked you before, if you remember, did I hit you?
I don't think you did attack me before.
Oh, because it's just going right now. Oh man. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna attack you with the grab. With that attack first. 21.
Oh, 21 will hit. Ew.
Okay, so yeah, so now you are grabbed.
Okay.
Because it automatically grabs, obviously. And then with the second attack, it's going to try and bite into you with its jaws.
Ugh.
Yes,
Okay.
it does have map though.
I gotta take.
17. Does 17 hit? No, it does not hit. Okay,
Oh,
so you see the zombie
20.
shambler just grab onto you and just almost as if it was just trying to rip into your shoulder. It just takes a piece of flesh off, but it's just a flesh wound. As it just kind of grabs you, and as it tries to bite into your shoulder, you just kind of wiggle out of the way. You're still grabbed, but you dodged the mouth. And I believe it is actually your turn again as we go back to the top of the turn order.
Oh, lovely. So what kind of penalty would I take to stab this thing while I'm grabbed?
I believe grab is that is attacking a manipulate action? I don't think it is. Right?
Yes, it is. I think it is.
Is
No,
a
it's not.
strike.
It's not.
Manipulate.
It's
Potion
It's a
is.
trait. So yeah. So I believe. No, it is not, because if it was a manipulate, you can attack of opportunity attacks. So no, you're just flat-footed. You're flat-footed. Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can attack. You have no penalties to it at all.
okay. Cool. Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep stabbing at it. Here's the thing: I could try and escape, but or I could just kill it, and then when it dies.
It's true.
So 18 will be 6 damage, and then I figured out how to do the other thing. So I will do that. I'm going to attack it again. 23 is a crit. I want to roll it for 12 damage.
You
Is it dead yet?
slice into it the first time. You chop off its head, basically. It's holding on by a single string, a single artery off of its head, as you just kind of slice that little tiny bit of string for the second one as it falls to the ground, releasing you. It is dead. Easy.
All right. I am just going to. I'm gonna come up a little bit. I'm gonna move. Well, no, there are lots of zombies there. I'm gonna go. If I could actually move my token, I'm having some trouble with that. I'm gonna move. But between Ezekiel and Watt, I'll get there. I'll move my token somehow.
Okay.
But that'll be the end of my turn. Oh, someone,
Okay.
thank you.
Oops.
Perfect.
Oh, that was a mistake.
So that is the end of Khan's turn.
Sorry, that was a mistake. I meant to be there. Ah, I'm figuring out how to use Foundry. There we go.
Okay, so this one's gonna move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna stop in front of the log. It's gonna try to figure out how to go across the log. Can it figure it out? Yes, it can. It's gonna take difficult terrain, so it's gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5. The next one is gonna go. Ezekiel, it is your turn. What are you doing?
My blade burning, a huge grin on my face. I'm just like, I've missed this so much, guys. Are we having fun? And I'm gonna cast Infectious Enthusiasm.
Oh my god!
Oh, yes, I love that. I love that cantrip. So good.
So everyone within 30 feet of me, which is all of you, can spend an action on your next turn to getting +1 to attack rolls, will saves, or charisma-based checks. As my enthusiasm bolsters your gets you pumped up, and then I'm going to turn to Khan and go, "See ya," and then teleport, and vanish, and then cast Dimensional Assault, and I will literally teleport behind you, the zombie, and through the back.
You just teleport right behind and
teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. 20 to hit.
20 hits. Go and roll me damage.
So that is going to be 4 damage plus. He's not flat-footed, so plus 1 extra fire damage.
Okay.
We've been playing for 2 hours, and I'm already attached to these characters. Literally made this character in like half an hour, and I'm like, nope. I love all of these.
Yeah. As you kind of just cut into the Shambler, it's the end of your turn, right, Ezekiel?
Yeah,
oh, that was bad.
Perfect.
Okay, I didn't realize.
Perfect. All right, so this one's gonna go. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
Oh wait, that was a 21 because of the. Did 21 make it a crit?
22.
22.
22 is a crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys are all off by 1. Regardless, this one is you are now being surrounded by this other Shambler. So this other Shambler, you just kind of hear him say, "Nothing personal," and they just kind of attack you behind.
Oh no, I made a critical. Oh no, I've made a lapse in judgment.
As he's gonna try to grab you from behind, he's gonna attack. That's a nat 1. So regardless,
does he fall over the log?
Yes, I would say that as he just kind of just tries to slash into you. Rather, he tries to grab you from behind. You just see him just stop as he just kind of stops for a second, and he looks down at the other initiate next to him, and you see that there's a sense of forlorn loss.
Can I say he tries to bite my tail, but it's wagging so hard it just smacks him in the face a bunch.
Yeah, sure. You're just kind of you're wagging your tail. It just kind of stops in the face. He tries to grab the tail, but obviously the tail is more fur than it is actual flesh. So he misses.
I don't know if hyenas wag their tails, but fuck it. All animals are.
It's gonna try and attack again with map.
Speaking of it.
Rough. 10 is a miss. Not my dog.
Oh, it is your dog.
It's not my dog. It is
not.
I think it's Karsh.
Not me.
Karsh gaslighting us with dog sounds.
It's my dog.
It's your dog.
Here. Yeah.
What? It's your turn. What? It's your turn.
MLP's dog is framing Will's dog, and when we find out it's not Will, he's framing Karsh.
I always got zombies. Oh, it's my go. Well, let's play with fire, and just pull out an alchemist fire and just throw it to the big guy. Catch.
Okay.
I
believe alchemist fire is attack roll.
I don't have it set up as an attack roll. I don't know how. Didn't know how to.
Remember, you can use an action to get a +1 to your attack roll.
Okay, I have to draw it to do that first. Okay, gotcha.
You have to draw it, yeah. If you don't have quick draw, then...
Yep, strike.
Draw it. Strike. 7. 16. 16 is a hit. So
for
you
the
just
big guy.
kind of Yep, you hit the big guy. 8 damage.
1 persistent.
1 persistent flame. Yes. And then reload. And then go, and now for the boom. And try to shoot him.
Does reload cost an action?
Sorry, yeah. Reload does. So that's it. Because I didn't reload the last time.
Okay. You throw the Alchemist Fire. You draw it out of your pack first. You throw it onto him. He now is persistently on fire. It is not raining, by the way. It's just for effect. Regardless.
So I've got that as now dropped because it's used.
I'm gonna do 1. Okay. So it's 1. Perfect. That is the end of your turn. So the fire does damage. Okay. That is the end. Coco, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna draw a dagger out of my sleeve and attack the zombie next to me.
Okay, so use an action to take out your dagger. And to take out your dagger.
And strike.
Hits.
Okay.
Omi Damahe.
That's the Damahe.
2. As you just kind of pierce into it, you and this zombie in the back are having your own anime battle. As you two are literally fighting in the back just by yourselves. Everyone is trying to focus a little bit in the front. As you, yes, you are basically in a dance with this zombie shambler at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I believe.
I've got one more attack.
Okay. So map.
Still hits.
15 still hits.
Damahe.
Some more, as you just kind of keep cutting into it, slicing off pieces of the zombie. It just... You two in the back are just having the fight of your life right now. It is literally just you two, just the fire's eyes kind of popping out and boiled. A little bit of sizzling flesh. Alright, that is the end. It is now its turn, and it's going to respond. And it's going to try to attack you.
I didn't know that we had another person called It in this turn.
It misses.
11 is a miss. Alright, it's going to try attack again, but with map this time. And I believe map is going to be... I'm just going to say -4 on it, because I'm too lazy.
Miss.
Oh, that is bad. It's 2 misses, as it just seems to not do much. Nope, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Alright. And the lawnmower comes back. Alright. The Yep is going to move to a flanking position on the zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to be using its actions. Its primary skill. It's actually
Primary attack.
I don't even actually see if actually. It's just going to do a unarmed attack. Hopefully that's right.
Mm-hmm. I believe yes.
Hey!
Yay!
Yay! It's a crit. Roll me damage. Oh, that's.
I know it can do more. I just don't think that's set up correctly.
You
That's
click
not-
critical.
I think you need a double.
Yes, I think what
Yeah,
it
you
is
did-
is
you
that. Yeah. No.
There's a damage button, there's a
should've been set
critical
up
button.
differently.
Hit the critical button.
Not critical. There we go.
There we go.
8.
It can do more. I just don't think that's been set up.
Yes, it would actually be a D8 times 2 instead. It's not a D4. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's D4. So just double that. I'll say you did 16 damage.
16.
It's a
Yep.
D4 and a D8. Yeah, 16.
Okay.
As you just kind of cut into it, I believe the +1 is not added yet because it is already added. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's already added. Yeah. So 16.
Okay. And then I will move.
Yay!
Yay! I'm helping. And I move Nope. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep, I'm out of
Guys
there.
are running away.
And you have
You're
one more
squishy.
action. You have one
Get
more
over
action.
yourself.
Remember, essentially between you and your Eidolon, you
Yeah.
have 4 actions. You just can't do 2 and 2.
Yeah. And in that case, then
That would make it 2 and 2 then.
No,
No, but
that's
I say-
1-1-1.
Like, you can do-
I can't do two turn actions in the same turn. It can be 2
Okay, yeah.
1 1 1 1
Okay,
1.
got- yep.
It's yeah.
Yep.
And then in that case, then I will cast Protect Companion on Coco. So I'll link that in chat.
Is Protect Companion a 2 cantrip spell?
Oh, it is. Never mind.
But it
For
can
some
only
reason,
target
just-
Eidolons or minions.
Oh, no, it's a
Yes.
one. It's a 1 token here on me.
Yeah, it's 1, but it can only target Eidolons and minions.
Okay, then I'll
Is
do
Coco
it on
a
my...
minion?
Of the cult, maybe.
Can I make? No, I won't do that. I will do Protect. I will do Protect Companion on the Eidolon instead.
Sure. Sounds good. Okay. But if it's the end of your turn, the brute rubbing the fire off of its face. It's going to take 1 damage from the fire, but it's not going to rub it off. It's actually going to move towards you, Watt, because you threw some fire at it. So it's actually going to just rush forward. It's going to slam into you, and it's going to try to strike you with its fist. So it's going to try and hit 17. It's a miss. As you see the brute just kind of as it tries to slam down, but then you just kind of step out of the way. Easy peasy, faux breezy. So that was the end of your turn, end of its turn rather. This one's going to come over. It's going to just kind of just step over the log. It's going to come over, and it's going to just attack Ezekiel, because Ezekiel is the closest target.
Oh, no.
It is going to try and attack you with a strike. As the strike goes through, 24 hits, and you are also grabbed.
That hits, yes.
Yes, it's not a crit, right?
No.
Okay, so 4 damage as the shambler just whoosh, and you are grabbed. So that is the end of that. Con, it is your turn. What are you doing? In front of you, the brute's there, but you see Ezekiel also needs help.
Yeah, I'll help out Ezekiel. So I'll
Remember, no one's used it yet, but you can all use an action to get +1 to your attack roll, or will save a charisma check.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move over there, to flank this guy. I don't know if the big guy wants to take an attack of opportunity or if they can.
He does not.
But...
He does not have attack of opportunity.
All right, nice. And then I'm going to. Actually, I'm. No, because I want to be flanking that guy. I'm going to strike with my dagger. At the one between Ezekiel and myself. Gosh, and it's just a 20. Well, it's a 22 because he's flat-footed, right? Because we're flanked.
Yes.
So it's a critical.
So it is a crit. Yes.
And because they're flat-footed, I get sneak attack. Is that how that works?
Yes, and sneak attack is also doubled because it's a crit.
Okay, fantastic. And I think that's so that would be 2d6. I don't have that put in, so I'm just gonna roll the 2d6. So 19 damage.
19 damage as you see it. This is the one that was nothing personnel as well. As you just kind of see Ezekiel gets stabbed in the back, and you just kind of rush forward and just easy, just decapitate it. It is dead.
An easy kill.
So, easy kill.
And then I'm going to lift my dueling cape and then look back at this this brute.
Okay. I believe dueling cape is the feint thing, isn't it?
The dueling cape, I think I can take like an interaction, and it does some feint stuff, but it also gives me a +1 to my AC.
Yes, so
which is good for me because this is not a charismatic rogue. I'm not playing Chochire here.
So you can interact to wear it now, and now you wear it, you can spend another action to get a +1. But also, while you're wearing it, you get +1 to feints.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't not have it on.
Just putting it up. Okay, sounds good. So Khan is looking mysterious. So next, dead. Ezekiel, it is your turn. What are you doing? At this moment, I believe Infectious Enthusiasm actually expires now, right?
Yes, now it's expired, and no one used it, so that was great.
The whole
I had to move. I wanted to keep 2 actions to stab the person on you in case I needed both of those.
Not very infectious, unfortunately.
No, I'm the cheerful one.
It's a topical cream.
I will. What I'm going to do is now my spell strike is recharged because I use a focus spell, and so I'm going to once again infuse flame into my blade and try and stab the one that's grabbing me. So a spell strike with the dueling sword. Oh no. That's going to be a 10.
It's not a crit. It's not a crit fail, but it is a miss.
Hero point.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a hero point.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, really?
Let's go.
Nice.
Let's do it.
It's okay if these characters die. We may be attached to them, but
18.
18. Hits.
So he takes 7 points of damage, and I figured out how to do this. Plus. Plus 8 points of fire damage.
Okay, you just kind of... Almost like butter again. A little bit more like margarine, if anything. You just cut into it, and it seems to just... looks like, yeah, it's near death on death's door, but it's still moving.
And then I'm going to turn to Con and say, sorry again, and I'm going to cast Dimensional Assault one more time. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Because it'll be the maximum map possible. So instead, I'm going to cast Shield.
Easy. Cast Shield. That is the...
That's nice.
Little bubble. Okay. That is the end.
Fancy.
Fancy, yes. All of my work was not spent to making it look. All of my work was meant to make it look better, not to play better. Anyways, that is the end of Ezekiel's turn. The Shambler is gonna go. The one that you just attacked. It's gonna try to attack you. It's gonna try to grab you, and attack. It's gonna do both. I believe that is a crit.
Okay.
Why?
I am going to use the shield block reaction.
Okay.
Which is...
shield block. I believe hardness 5 or hardness 10 right now.
It's currently hardness 5.
Okay.
So that means I take 5 less damage.
Mm-hmm.
That means I reduce the damage by 5.
Yeah. So you only take 3.
Yeah.
That's how that works. And then the shield.
But now the shield is gone.
Exactly. So it just almost hits you almost in the corner of what looks to be your temple, but you use your shield as it just it shatters and it hits you a little bit lighter. But yeah, you do deal 3. You are now grabbed though, and it's gonna try and bite into you while you're grabbed.
I thought I was already grabbed.
I thought so too, but it's a crit fail. It doesn't matter. Regardless,
it's put off by the wet dog smell.
It misses, as this is the same one that missed before. It tries to bite you, but your tail is too waggy for it, and it unfortunately cannot get a grip or purchase on your tail, but you do lose a little bit of fur. That is the end of its turn.
Yes.
What? It's your turn. You are 1v1ing this giant brute. What are you doing?
I'm in combat with the brute.
Con is adjacent.
Adjacent?
Yes, I am.
Not in combat with. You went over there.
I'm literally still, like, when I turn, like, I'm not going after the other 2 on Ezekiel. I'm turned towards this guy.
Bring it up in the next meeting.
It's on meeting
Take it to HR.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if HR survives. Coco, note that Nope is running away, please. Next meeting, please. Well, now I'm fully, fully reloaded. Shoot at point blank range with the blunderbuss.
I believe there's a penalty too because it's point blank. I believe.
This is what you get for putting us in a conference room at the start of a game, Will.
I know, but it's fine because I like how it's.
I don't know anything about a penalty, but we'll.
Because it's funny because all corporations are bloodthirsty cults in real life.
Yeah. with better lawyers.
There's 20 without any penalty. I don't know what penalty.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Is blunderbuss isn't volley, right? It's not volley.
No.
Okay, then you're fine. You're good.
No, it's area of effect.
It's scatter.
But we haven't
weapons
sorted that yet. Yeah, it's got scatter 10
Yeah,
foot.
certain weapons have different things. Regardless,
so
you shoot.
Point blank range, and just blow a hole like in its gun. It's like, oh, well, there you are, Con. I wonder where you went. I got to then try to shove him back. Which, why did this have to be the biggest guy here?
Yes, you also have map on this shove.
I've got a map on the shove.
Yeah,
because
shoves and trips and I think disarms as well all count as attacks for the purposes of map.
Trying to find the action.
But also for the purposes of agile?
It'll be an athletics check -5.
I believe unless you're unarmed. But I believe if you have weapon in hand, it doesn't count as unarmed.
Well, this is part of my armed.
I know, I'm asking Will about something different.
You would have to have a weapon that specifically has those traits.
Yeah.
So the finesse or the agile.
Like the whip,
like that.
So I've got to do... I'll take off my trained. Oh no, you can just put the -5 onto this against his fort.
I'll just roll it and just do it. 17 versus its fortitude. Yeah, that doesn't. Doesn't.
So it doesn't reload. So I have to spend another action reloading instead.
Of course, you did not roll damage for me either. Can you roll damage?
Oh, I didn't expect it to actually do much.
The 20
to take it down.
Yeah, you burst. Yeah, a piece of it gone. The tiny piece of flesh on the side, so you could barely see. You could barely see.
It's missing the pinky.
Yes.
It's not like I love how you're saying you can barely see Con. Like I'm not right there within line of sight.
What has object permanence?
You wanted to see Con like past from the hole, but there is no hole. Regardless, Coco, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay. I'm going to do the Foxfire again.
Okay.
So I'm going to go strike.
25 is a crit.
On the big guy. See, so hit critical. Wow.
2 damage.
Wow.
You throw the fire. As you throw the fire at him, it just hits where his other fire is and just adds to that little tiny flame.
Okay.
So
I'm going to throw more fire.
Okay. That hits. 4. It dealt more than your critical. Wow, amazing. As you just
even more fire.
Yes. 14 barely misses.
Okay.
Yeah. As the fire keeps getting thrown at the brute, doesn't seem to hurt it. Oh, well, it does hurt it a lot, but still. Okay. That's the end. MLP. Nope. It's your turn. Who's MLP?
Yep.
I don't know who that is. Nope.
That's a 25 movement. I can move there. I'm quite happy where I am. Nope is going to use Disrupt Undead.
Okay.
DC 18 Fortitude save.
Yes, I was thinking about food. Okay, so 10. 13 is a miss. So
is it critically fail?
What is your... No, it does not critically fail.
Okay.
It would need to get an 8, which it would need to get a 1 with that bonus.
Yep. So...
Yes. You just...
11 damage. Is it still up?
Whoosh! As it slams through, as you see it just as you see the Disrupt Undead just kind of just shake a small sounding of bells in its head. You notice that it seems to almost roar out in pain. The damage does more than you think that it did.
Okay. Well, that being said, I am going to get the Eldon to run forward. That is 25 feet to move to there, and is going to attack with its primary strike.
Okay. And then we'll just add whatever damage it is. We'll fix that in post.
Oh, good. Yeah, no,
That's
it's
a
good.
Miss. Yep. You miss as you just kind of whoosh,
Yep.
but it is a large target, and it just hits the belly.
Eldon just passed the bag and who's a cute little demon. Oh.
The brute looks down at everything and it looks around. I don't know how smart. What's intelligence at? It's pretty dumb. It looks down. It's gonna see all these targets. It's gonna look at these two in front of it. I believe I need to roll a d2 for this because I don't know who to hit.
Con.
What?
It wouldn't be Con because Con.
You can certainly try. With my dueling cape and my nimble dodge.
Okay, flip the coin. It is Watt. Watt, you're being attacked again. It really doesn't like the sound of your gun, so it's gonna try to strike at you.
It has a headache.
What?
Yes. 17.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. It's gonna attack you again with the map. It's a miss again. That is the end of its turn. The other Shambler, the one next to Ezekiel, is going to go. It's going to just attack you as it is. I believe this one is grabbing you right now. You're grabbed by both, actually.
Oh, shit.
Doesn't matter because it misses. Next one is going to try. It's going to keep trying to bite into you, but there's too much fur. There's just too much fur. Not this time, though. Not this time. It is 12 damage.
Ooh,
as you're just bit into.
Ezekiel's fluffy.
That sucks.
That's very fluffy, but not this piece of fluff.
Oh!
As it
Oh,
bites.
that hurts. That hurts.
It is now Khan's turn. What are you doing, Khan?
I'm going to tell our Minister of Personnel that one of their personnel is dying. I am going to move. Can you flank with Eidolons? Is that a thing?
Yes.
I believe yes, you can.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm going to move up there, and I'm going to flank with Yep, and I'm going to strike at the brute with my dagger.
Okay.
So then I get a +2 bonus. Nope, that is an =2 bonus. I get a +2 bonus. Roll that.
21 is a
21.
hit.
So I will roll damage.
8. I have a quick question. Is your dagger piercing? It's piercing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not slashing. Okay, just making sure.
And then because it's flat-footed from being flanked, I get the sneak attack. So an additional 2. And then for my last action, I'm going to attack again with the dagger.
Hits.
19.
Yeah, I think the attacks are targeting yourself. Or something.
Yeah, I currently am targeting myself, so sorry, ignore that.
5.
For an additional 5.
Yes, and then also the sneak attack only once per round?
That is a good question. Let me see.
I believe it's per hit.
Is it if you strike a creature? Yeah, I
should
think
know
it's.
This, but yeah, it is. Yes. It is,
yeah,
you
come
do
on,
actually know.
Will.
Yes.
For an additional 5.
Okay, how do you want to do this? This is the death of the brute.
Oh, really? Okay. So I just where?
Remember that Ezekiel's still in combat. But how do you want to do this?
Yeah, that sucks for Ezekiel.
Sucks to suck, I guess.
So
Was it anyone sucking? I'm doing fantastically.
I see where Watt has shot through this brute, and I just go in, turn my dagger around in my hand and dig into that same place, sort of going into its undead guts and slicing through the intestines, bringing it out, and then just stabbing across its back and dragging it through. Getting a good splatter of blood, but as I said before, why would you need war paint when there's blood across my face? And just kicking this creature so that it falls towards my allies. Sucks for them, but it looks real cool to me.
Yes.
Con, that's a really clean wound. I might have to teach, work with you about, battlefield medicine at some point.
Oh, I don't tend to try and help things other than myself.
Neither do I. But it helps from time to time.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Easy. You just rip it out. You rip out pieces of the large brute. The stitching on the brute seems to fall apart once the undead magic seems to wear off, as you just kind of see the head just roll down into the creek as it just kind of falls apart, almost as if it was just a patchwork golem. But yes, it is dead. As it dies,
save the blood we needed for the blood jars.
Ezekiel, you are fighting, and you do not. Well, you hear the sound of something heavy falling, and you just kind of are focused on yourself. You're grabbed right now.
I hear that and go, well done, you felled the beast! Oh god!
We'll meet you in town, Ezekiel.
We have to pass
Just a sec.
Ezekiel.
So,
It's your turn,
Ezekiel.
It's my
your
turn.
Yeah.
It's actually your turn.
Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I will. These two grabbing me. I will just sort of grab one with my. I'll grab one of them with my spare hand, and I'll grab the other with my mouth, and I'll just say, "You're tired of the merchandise," and I will cast Electric Arc.
Okay. As Electric Arc manipulates.
It is.
Spells are manipulate, correct?
It is. Is that a problem?
Yes.
Yes,
Since you're
it
grabbed, you have to roll a flat DC 5 check twice, or you lose your action.
Twice. Oh shit.
Because
You
you're
got
grabbed
two
by
on
both.
you.
All right, let's chance this.
If you don't want to do that, you can take it back. That's fine.
No, I'm gonna stick with it because because it would be cool if it works.
That's true.
Where
It's a
the
DC5
flat?
check.
Where are the flat rolls?
You can just
I
roll
don't know.
1d20.
Yeah. I'll just
Backslash roll
slash
1d20.
Yeah. There's mods for that to add this.
11, so that's fine.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, you're fine. You're good.
15. So yeah, I grab one with my hand, the other with my mouth, and just send electricity through them. Reflex saves for both of them.
Okay, they're kind of bad at reflex. Okay, that's a nat 1.
Is that
And
a
the other
crit?
one is a 9.
It's
The
a
first one
fail.
would be a crit. Yeah, so they both fail, but the first one was a nat fail.
So
Oh, the second one was nearly a
first one
crit as
takes
well.
first one takes 14, second one takes 7.
Okay, which one is the first one? Is the first one the one top
I'll say
one,
the
or
first one is the top one.
Okay, the first one is dead. You just grab. I think this is the one you're biting, or is this the one that you're grabbing
Yeah.
by the hand?
Yeah, let's say that.
Yeah, this is the one that took a bite out of you, by the way. So it bit
I'll
you,
bite
and
it
you're biting
back.
it back, and you just as you just kind of almost vibrate in a burst of electricity. Everything is damp as you just see it, poof, as it bursts into pieces. It's
I'll
dead.
Spit and then take my dueling sword, rear back, and then try and stab the other one. For my third action.
Nice revenge. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Callistria?
19.
19 hits.
For max 10 points of damage. +1 for +1 fire.
+1 fire. That's exact, actually. So it is dead. How do you want to do this one?
Yeah, so just shock it, and it kind of sucks back, and I just sort of take its hand, push it backwards, get the sword, still burning from the fire before, and just whoosh, impale it. And then, whoosh, like, kind of like drag the sword outwards, splatting blood in and fiery blood in an arc. And you thought, I turn around, and you thought I was up the creek without a paddle, but I've got it covered. Easy kill. Easy, and I point at them at an individual. Point at one, easy kill. Point at the other, easy kill.
Never mind, Minister of Personnel, I had it wrong.
I was going to say, do you take a tea bag out of your bag and just start dropping them on everyone?
No.
Ezekiel, do you have any family you don't like? I might need some armor that can do that electricity thing. That could be really good.
Not that I know of. I don't know if I have any family. I don't really care.
I just thought like that getting that electricity from your fur, that'd be really good.
Oh no, it's
armor.
not from my fur. That's from my mind.
That was probably
Harder
the
to wear
worst
a
thing
brain.
I could have said.
Sorry? What was that, Con?
That was probably the worst thing you could have said.
Oh, right. It'll be fine. We're friends. It's not a problem.
Con, how much do we have enough in the treasury to buy a jar?
That being said, I am kind of wounded, so I would appreciate a little bit of help.
Oh, you need
help? A lot
help?
of our jars broke.
They were full of blood.
They were full of blood, yes. But I can see what we can do.
If you need help, I can help out if you want.
If you
Hit
want
me with
being
your
the
worst.
keyword.
Okay.
Hit me with your worst.
So
this ain't going to end well.
Watt walks over, still smoking barrel of the gun, hot. Presses it up against the wound.
One thing. I bite down on the hilt of my sword.
Presses it up against the wound with the whiskey surgery.
Okay.
Got to cauterize the wound first, don't you?
Of course.
So do that. Is it going to roll something? It does. Well, 1 point of damage from the... And let's actually do the proper treat wounds.
Okay, so I assume you're spending 10 minutes here just to treat some wounds then.
If not, I can also do it in... I've also got battlefield medicine, but either way.
Oh yeah, battlefield medicine? Then you can do it really fast.
I love how the murder bot is the healer.
Oh, no.
I have
Battlefield
medicine, and I bought
do
healer's
in an action.
tools.
Same.
But
So go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
I'm just trying to see if it's not... I can't do it that way, I have to do it proper.
I'm also not as good as medicine as I am when
So
I'm
medicine
playing
with a
a
plus
different
2.
character.
I don't know how to add it, we'll just do...
Oh, battle
It's
medicine is just you can do it in
straight
combat
skill.
as an action.
Mhm.
Are you thinking of? Are you thinking of
Treat wounds.
not true wounds. Risky surgery.
He's doing
that's what I
They
just
already
did
did
to
risky
you.
surgery.
Both.
That was
yeah.
what caused
Both.
you the 1 damage.
It's combining.
So yeah, but what does that 1 damage now? Do I get the healing from risky surgery?
Risky
Yeah,
surgery
the
doesn't
extra
do any
plus-
healing. It just makes it, I think, a critical if
If
he
I pass.
succeeds on
Oh,
the
I see.
Yeah.
medicine check.
But you do
Oh,
damage
right.
first.
He still has to
Got-
pass the medicine check in order to
Which
get
Which
the
is
crit.
generally 15, so yes. With the plus 2,
16
I got a
passes.
16. So yes, that's
barely
a...
pass. It's
Just.
crit.
So it's a crit, then I
So-
do
48.
48. So it's slash roll?
Backslash roll 48.
Or you could just do /R 48.
There you go.
Oh, hell
23.
yeah.
You're healed for 23.
I think that puts me up to max.
And you got crit like twice.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Oh, no, I am at max. Hell yeah.
There you go.
So,
That's
As-
stuff.
The pain
As
makes it
Watt
heal
is-
better.
just hurts so good. As Watt is healing Ezekiel, what is everyone else doing?
I'm going to go up to Peter.
Heal.
And I'm going to go... Oh, was this the members that you saw?
What?
Members
now
of
what's
the
over here? What's over here?
Hi.
Wait, that?
Are these the ones you saw?
Yeah. What? Oh. Right. They're here. They're here. They're here.
Is this
Okay,
the day?
these this day or another day?
The they is here. Yes. Yes.
Are they called they or are they called something else?
The they is here because they are here called else.
Yeah, we might have to deal with some psychology.
I've got a good brain, but not good enough for this shit.
Are there more of they?
There is more they. They're in the village.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just going to do a medical... how long will it stay in here? Because I need to either heal or move.
Okay.
Battle medicine is an action, so it's actually done pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it to myself if I... Oh, yeah, I can do it to myself if I need to.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do it to myself then.
Yeah, I'm going to pull you guys to a different map. Because I'm assuming that you guys are healing each other up. And also, like, trying to figure things out. As you guys are making your way down to the village of Kardesp, we could probably take a break.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will take 10 minutes. I will take 10 minutes to refocus by practicing some movements, and then studying the spellbook as well.
Yep. I would say that you guys could walk and focus at the same time. I'm not gonna. It's not a big deal. So. Yep.
Okay.
But yes, let's take a break.
We'll be back shortly. Back in 10 minutes. See you soon.
Yeah.
Hello, and we're back. Thanks for sticking with us.
Hey, hello.
Hello, dear beloved ones.
Hello, dear beloved ones. You know, that's going to be my Twitch community.
It's hi, dear beloved one.
Yeah, hi, dear beloved one. So
I wonder if someone's actually got that as social. I'm
gonna post the link to that tweet, my tweet with that email in chat, because it's so funny. It's like the most poetically perfect spam tweet.
So stupid.
I mean, we were talking about it earlier, and I just want to share that because it's so funny.
It makes me want to start committing mail fraud in game.
So we make money.
We don't need to make money. I've got a prince of Absalom that's just needs help to secure their funds.
I mean, in Circus.
We're Circus, and also we commit mail fraud.
Yeah, apparently so.
Do you think that would work if I just sent Dusklight a letter? Hi, dear beloved one. Send me money and I'll send you money.
It's
this is totally not in any way suspicious.
What have you done today? Oh, doing crime. Mail call?
Well, we're back, so we've
the distractions.
We've murdered some things.
Always distracted.
Off topic as always. Tangents are the name of this group, actually.
AD&D.
It's still Pathfinder. We're still talking about Pathfinder.
AD&D Pathfinder 2D.
What?
I've got no idea.
Anyway, we're going to the village.
Save us from this.
So, as we are going back into the game, let us recap at least a little bit of what happened. You guys are all members of the Seven. You had a conference table. You guys somehow deal with your interpersonal problems by sending it to the next meeting. And you guys slaughtered a bunch of zombies. And now we are making our way down to the village of Kardesp, where Peter, the Minister of Innovation, is the man who has come and let you all know that the they is here. They, who is the they? Is they the them? We don't know! But as we're going down, we are making our way down to the village of Kardesp as everyone is healing their wounds, and we are making our way down, down, down. I would say this. So the headquarters of the cult and the village of Kardesp, it is about half a day's to almost a full day's travel. But as you guys are moving forward, you guys aren't moving at Peter's pace. So you guys are moving quite briskly. So it takes about half a day to get there. Easy peasy. So as we are making our way to the village of Kardesp, you guys begin to see it on the horizon. As you guys begin to see the village of Kardesp on the horizon, you notice that there obviously... let me just explain what the village of Kardesp is. It is a coastal village that has a very, what looks to be almost a semi-thick forest surrounding it. There used to be a lot of farmland around, but as always with the disasters, the sudden snow, the sudden heat waves, and the high humidity and the low humidity at times, it has killed many of the crops that are here. The people remaining in Kardesp are those that either cannot afford to leave, or those that just haven't left. You're not quite sure why. I'm not sure if all of you care to even go to the village. You guys just really just get your shipments here. Probably send Matthias to grab the stuff here. But you guys are most likely semi-well known in the village. At least some of you. It just depends on whether you have come here to make trouble in the last month or two. Regardless,
I can just think that the rest of the cult would ban what from going to the village.
The rest of the cult would ban you.
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you are the murderer. Correct.
Yeah, the Minister of Not Diplomacy is not allowed to go on diplomatic missions.
It's not a diplomatic mission, it's a cleansing.
That's why.
That's the
The
point.
thing is, we need to save them to bring them into our cult so we can kill them later. Difference.
I honestly don't. I honestly think he's got problems. I've gone Indian.
That's the Mahadi. That's the Mahadi.
No, you got Mahadi on us.
Mahadi.
I went to Mahadi's voice. I have no consistency with this character.
So
That's okay. The lack of consistency is now what's consistent.
True. Hey, he's a master of disguise and sharp. So maybe it is in character.
And voice acting.
Is he?
Sure.
So
I mean,
we save them now to sacrifice them later.
Yeah, sacrifice them to our god.
And make them into undead, so we can then get them to then...
No. We don't do undead.
Well, but they do undead. That's how they capture...
That's their thing.
I mean, I'm not ruling out the possibility. Undead could be a viable option for us.
Yes, but currently we don't do that.
No. But
we'll bring it up in the next meeting.
We'll bring it up in the next meeting.
Undead is permanent death. I mean, it's immortality.
I mean, here's the thing. You want organics to die. We want more people for our numbers. It's a kind of two birds, one stone scenario, you know?
Yeah, if you have a big enough stone. But they're called boulders.
At least it wasn't
I
a
think
tree
the
that
idiom was lost on it.
Either way.
Yes, you guys are making your way into the village of Kardesp. As you guys are just kind of continuing to bicker and argue. As you're making your way to the village of Kardesp, though, something begins to catch your eye. Because as you guys kind of open up, because there's a small forest before you enter, so it's difficult to see until you go past the forest. As you enter the clearing into the forest, you see what looks to be figures shambling in the distance, and some inside the village, and some on the farmland. And as you just begin to look and see that there are undead going around the village, you notice that these undead are fixing the infrastructure. As you begin to see that some of the undead are you see that they are moving and shifting some of the farmland, and you see that some of them are actually pulling some wagons, and you begin to also see that there are groups of undead pulling carts and moving buildings and bricks as well, as you guys begin to enter the village of Kardesp. looking at these undead, as you guys are kind of entering in, you just see that they are plowing the fields. They're shifting some of the cows and the animals, and they don't seem to be hostile, at least from what you can tell.
Cult of 8 is going on some PR fuckery, and I am not here for it.
We must kill them all.
Mm-hmm.
See? Finally, we agree.
Yeah. No, we're
kill them all.
gonna...
No,
the undead, yeah.
No.
Are you
not the undead. We killed the people in charge of the 8, and we take credit for this philanthropy.
Ooh, I like that.
But if you kill everybody, no one cares.
Yes, we need people to care.
Listen, what we need to talk things out. We're not killing everybody yet.
There comes the dark of the full moon.
Here's the thing. You are going to outlive all of us because you do not have frail biological flesh. We can degrade and perish over time. So you have an eternity to fulfill your dreams of murdering everyone.
Yes, but
So
right now your populations are growing. We need to halt that and go backwards. We need to eradicate all organics to preserve the future for everybody else.
And you have the rest of the future to do that. But we're going to kill the leaders of the 8 now.
Yeah. Have you thought about celebrity marketing campaigns?
Well,
I would be remiss if I didn't ask for some elaboration.
Well, maybe saying that popular vaccines don't work? And why should they take them?
We're not getting into this. I'm ex-carding that and we're
know.
moving on.
Yeah,
Take your vaccines. We're all vaccinated.
I tried to do it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You tried to do it, but I'm not touching that one. I still think we just
save us from this mess.
So, as you guys begin to make your way further into the village of Cardesp, as you kind of make your way, you see the undead building infrastructure, and every single undead's lapel, there is a large pin saying "Cultivate," and it looks to be a badge of some kind, and it looks to be a bit of silver in there. So it looks to be a silver coin that's been imprinted with their little badge. As you guys begin to make your way down and southwards into the village of Cardesp, and talking about many different things that maybe
do they try to stop us at all?
No.
Can we take their badges?
Completely up to you. So
Lieriel is showing.
No, because here's the thing. If we're going to be running a PR campaign and saying that this philanthropy is on us, we can't have them going off showing their Cultivate badges.
So in these fields, there's probably around maybe 2 or 3 undead each. And you kind of see the badges. They kind of glint in the sunlight. And you kind of see them, and you notice that these are most likely pretty valuable. So Khan, it is completely up to you. You can attempt.
Yeah, I'm a minister of finance.
So for the good of the cult.
It's for the good of the cult, and also my coin purse.
I will be. So I will. Whatever you do, I will aid Con in any sleight of hand checks.
Yeah, can I just go and find one that's chilling, doing whatever they're doing?
Sure. Roll me a perception check for a seek to see one that seems to be off the beaten path or one that's alone. Oh, that's a critical. So 27 with the critical. You kind of look around and you just kind of just narrow your eyes. Obviously, the ones on the fields are pretty obvious not to take from because obviously they're out in the open. However, you do see a couple of ones that are stragglers kind of moving around some of the carts and things like that. And there is a small group of 2 where you guys have entered into this large clearing. So around the middle, if you guys see on the map, around the middle where these trees are, there's a couple in the shade, and they seem to be just mimicking, almost as if they were just kind of just put there just to, seem like there's a lot. They have like empty clipboards with no paper on them, and they just seem to have these large patches. And as you kind of look at the patches, you notice that these silver patches, these ones are gold. so they seem to be higher ranking of some kind. As you kind of see them just kind of not even looking at the fields. They are just kind of dead-eyed staring, one into the coast and one into one of the trees. You see one just standing next to a tree and looking into a hole straight in the tree. So not really doing much.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna try and just nab them. I'm gonna see, you know, like if they notice what they're doing. I will go with an aid. Yeah, I have the pickpockets skill feat. I don't know if it helps me at all, but it says that I can steal or palm an object that's closely guarded without taking a penalty. And so yeah, I can do fancy stuff.
Okay.
I also have Pack Hunter from Knoll, which gives me +2 bonuses to aid.
Perfect. So, 2 checks I need from you. First of all, the first thing we have to do is the stealth check. If you're stealthing, are you stealthing?
Yes. I also have a different thing. I don't know if this helps. I have quiet allies. Okay.
So,
yes.
With quiet allies, is Ezekiel like right behind you, or do you think Ezekiel is just making a distraction? What is Ezekiel actually doing to help aid?
Yeah, that would be up to Lorian.
I'm sneaking with
okay.
Con.
Then most likely quiet allies would come into effect, and Ezekiel's stealth check would be the one that we would use.
Yeah. So you're following me, and it's essentially follow the expert, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. And then you add your proficiency bonus,
which would be a 7 at this level.
It's you trained or expert?
I should be expert. Yeah.
Yeah, 7. It would be 7.
So does that mean it's a +2 to me as if I were expert, or do I just add +7 overall?
It's a +7 to you. No,
you
just don't use you just use your modifier. I think you use your modifier.
You roll with your modifier.
+7.
Yeah.
It's +7 overall. We did this
okay, good, because my stealth modifier without anything is +8.
So I've got a +11.
Most likely, on average.
Well, I think how it works is I just add +2 to make it +10 overall. I think that's how it works.
We can do this real quick, but go ahead.
Can you click the feed so we can just?
I don't. It's yeah. Here, let me. So quiet allies. You and those allies can roll a single stealth check using the lowest modifier instead of rolling separately. I think. I don't know.
So you add. Follow the expert. You add your level. It's a proficiency bonus. So +3, and then since the ally, since it's +5 actually, so it'd be +5 overall. So you roll for stealth regularly, and you add +5 on top.
Oh well, shit. That's really good then. So it'd be +13. So yeah, let's go stealth.
And this is all assuming that Con is the most stealthy person. Here.
+5.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
17.
So, that's 17 total.
17. It's good that you had this because their passive perception is about like a 15, 14, around there. As you guys begin to make your way, just kind of sneaking your way up to one of them. Let's see, the one staring out to the coast.
Ooh.
Thank you for the follow.
The one staring out to the coast. You just kind of almost semi-ignore. The one staring at the tree seems like an easier mark. As you kind of go over to one that's staring at the tree, Ezekiel and Con, you guys both kind of make your way a little bit closer. As you guys make your way a little bit closer, Con, you have free reign of what you want to do.
Yeah, so it's just staring at the tree. Is there anything interesting about the tree that I notice?
From a rudimentary check, it is just a hole. It looks to be almost where a bird made its nest at one point in the tree's life, but from just a rudimentary glance, it's just a hole. So it's up to you if you want to just continue forward. You notice that if you were going to continue forward, the undead would probably notice you at that point. If even conscious at all. You don't know
and we've been walking by these things and they haven't like done anything?
Yeah, they have not. They haven't gone in to stop you. They seem to be focused on their own tasks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go up to this thing.
Okay.
And
You stealth behind, and you kind of walk over, and you walk past, and you kind of walk over to where the tree is, and you look at the hole. And as you kind of just look at where the hole is, you notice that inside the small, tiny hole, there is what looks to be just kind of looking in for a second, and you're not quite sure. But as you kind of look, and then for a second, you see movement in there. And then the next second, you see a lot of movement as you kind of look inside, and you see there is a crow in there that is completely bones. Bones, as it just seems to be just almost making a little tiny nest inside. And as you kind of see that little tiny nest, you notice the first thing you notice is that the crow also has a pin of the 8 on it. And you see the little tiny crow with the little pin on the 8 on it, and you kind of notice that it's making a nest of little shiny objects. As you kind of see that, there are a lot of tiny little rings and things as well, and you notice that this warden or this person is just kind of overseeing the crow's work, quote unquote.
this is incredibly important. What color is the crow's pin?
The pin is silver.
Yeah. Like, does it have one of the silvers or the golds, or is this like a copper level or a platinum level?
I think the important question is it
really...
fixed, or did it just find one and grab one for itself?
You can't really...
Is it an official member of the Cult of 8?
It's now... Okay, the first things first, it's not wearing a hoodie that says the 8 on it, but it is also kind of just like... it's just kind of affixed to one of its legs. Like, not on its actual, like, wing or anything. It's like one of its, like... It's like, it seems to be almost like a messenger crow. But yeah, you can kind of see it. But it's a small, tiny piece of silver. It's like almost like a penny size. Like, it's really tiny. It's smaller than the ones that are on the actual lapels. But you notice that it is definitely affiliated or something. From just the information that you've seen, whoever is summoning these undead really likes branding. So
yeah,
I
mean, it's hard because like. I can really respect this, but also, like, they're the Cult of 8. I hate them.
Okay. So what is Khan doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna still try and kind of, like, this zombie, this undead, they can see me now.
It sees you, but it doesn't seem...
And like,
it's staring at the crow
me?
as if it's
okay.
No, it's staring at the crow. It's not even didn't even notice you when you walked by. Not because of your stealth, but because it seems to just be focused on whoever is working, it seems. You can just kind of see it that it glances out into the farm for a second, and it turns back to where the crow is moving, and it turns over there, looks at the other one. And this is the same thing that's happening when it's looking at the coast. It seems to be just like looking at ones that are working, quote unquote.
I'm just gonna go up to it. And I'm just gonna quickly take off the badge and be like, you're relieved from duty. You can go do whatever it is you do.
Okay. You look over, you just kind of walk over towards where the badge is. And then what is Ezekiel doing as
are you deceiving or thieving?
Thieving. I'm doing it real quick.
Yeah, I will aid. And I will aid by using the ghost sound cantrip to like make a distracting noise in the opposite direction.
Okay.
Just like a sound of like a bird going, ah ah.
Okay. Roll me a thievery check.
So, yeah, and typical. It says typical DC is 20 to give you a +2 to your thievery check. And I get a +2 just because I'm of the null thing. 25.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. Circumstance bonus of +2.
+2.
Add that. 31.
31. It's completely easy. As you kind of walk over towards where the crow is, and you're just kind of like, you're relieved from duty as you just kind of take off the little pin. As the pin gets taken off, for a second, you see it almost fight back, but you are too quick. Your hands are too fast. You're just too dexterous for this bird. As you just kind of, lift off the small pin. And you just kind of lift off the small pin. The bird.
Oh no! I'm doing this to the person.
Oh, the person.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing this to the guy. Sorry, I wasn't clear enough. Yeah.
Okay. You're doing it to the person. Easy, even easier. You go over to the person, relief from duty. You take off the small pin. As you kind of take off the pin, you just kind of see it just freeze in place, and it just collapses to the floor as the undead magic seems to just dissipate.
Just gonna stick that in a pouch on my side. I'm gonna go over to the crow. I'm gonna try the same sort of thing.
Sure. I will aid again in the same manner.
Of course.
Where's my
thievery check?
Where's it going? Boop. 16.
Okay,
you don't
so
get a
just to a flat one. 26.
26. Yeah. So you kind of walk over towards the bird.
You do flat one as 26.
You just kind of walk over and you just, whoop, and you just kind of take off the pin. The bird almost struggles a little bit, but you are able to just deftly take it off. And as you kind of just see it as you take it off, you notice that the bird almost squawks before you take it off, almost as if it's trying to alert somebody or someone, but you take it off before it can make the noise. And it just, the pile of bones that it was, or rather, the bone crow becomes just a pile of bones in this small little hole. As it just...
I'm also gonna take all of the shinies.
You take all the shinies. Easy peasy. You just kind of like... you just kind of just take one by one. You just kind of even... I think you would even just like, you scoop it all in. Even the bones, you just scoop it in. You just...
Hey, you can't judge me. I'm not sticking my hand in a stove, at least.
It's true,
just
but I didn't know what that ring did.
I mean, those bones could be useful.
Toothpicks.
Yeah.
I would say as this is all happening, yeah. What is everyone else doing? Coco, Watts, and yep. You guys are watching this happen. As you kind of watch this happen, just kind of almost waiting for something bad to happen.
Can I keep an eye out? I'm gonna look towards the harbor and see if I can see what ship they came in on.
Sure, roll me a perception check. Easy. 24. As you kind of look over, just kind of eyeing it out, you notice that there is a few ships in the harbor actually, which is very rare in the village of Kardesp. The one ship was the only ship that you really know. I'm not sure how long you've been part of the cult for or anything like that, but the one ship that really went between Rise and other islands and things like that was Rosa's ship. So the owner of the actual dock, she really had the only ship, and the other ones only stayed for a couple of moments. So just from counting the ships, there are 2 extra ones that are here. One of them is a large merchant ship. You see kind of the sails kind of going up, and then on the actual sail, there is the sigil of the 8, which is just 8 dots. And then and on the other ship, you see that there's also, it's a smaller one, but this one seems to be more of a, probably like a scouting boat than anything else. It's not attached to the large merchant boat, but it is, they're of the same make, of the same like wood and the same kind of thing. So probably from the same place. The sail is wrapped up right now, and it looks to be anchored. So, see those 2 ships inside the harbor right now. Yep. And as you're kind of seeing these ships out there, and just kind of watching, mostly watching the ships, but semi-watching Khan and Ezekiel, you see the undead fall to the ground, collapsing. What are the other 2 doing? Watt and Nope.
I would say Nope is just keeping an eye out, just general eye out, see if anyone's approaching.
Okay. I would say that there is no one approaching, at least at the moment.
I would... who's... Simon, was it?
Peter.
Peter. Is he still going on about they're approaching?
If he's held by the scruff, no.
I command Yep to put him... Yes, he was held by the scruff. I asked Yep to put him down for a second. He takes a few seconds to breathe. What does he say?
You put him down, and you just kind of put him down. He looks over, he looks around, and he says, "They're corrupting our land. We have to slay them all. The 8. They're here. They're here. They're here." And he just
pick him up again.
To escalate. Oh yeah. As he continues to escalate, you just kind of grab him up real quick, and he's like, "Okay, well, that's not gonna happen." As you kind of just grab him up, and he just goes silent, dead-eyed.
Did he run all the way to from here?
You don't know.
Can I check check him to make sure he's got no other pins, like, you know, a pin of the 8?
He's practically undead at this point.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
From a quick glance, you know that there is no pins on his tunic. On his hat, you just kind of take off the hat for a second, you put it back on. There's nothing there besides anything else. The only thing you really notice that there are just stains on his tunic in the front. He's probably eaten something in the last like maybe 24 hours and he hasn't cleaned it yet. Maybe yellow, so it might be mustard.
Well, to be fair, it's not his job to clean it. It's Matthias's.
Yes, but he still has to go and get it washed. So we'll put him up on a charge.
Yeah, exactly.
Not being respectfully dressed in the presence of desert areas.
1 pint of blood.
So as you got, I would say this at this point, Khan and Ezekiel would have finished, and you guys would have probably grabbed all the things, and you would have come back. Khan, you can note there are, if you want to take the note, and you probably should, there are 4 gold rings. There are 6 silver pins. 1 gold ring, 1 gold pin rather. And then you notice that there is 16 copper, 20 silver, 11 gold, and 1 platinum. So this crow had a stash.
Yeah, and these gold and silver pins, that's including the ones that I took from the crow and the...
That's including, yes. It's including. So this crow had a stash. But you're not quite sure you were able to roll in a high enough thievery not to see what happened if you guys failed. Regardless, as you guys make your way past the tree, back into the group, what is everybody doing?
I think we should go try and find who's in charge.
So...
But also, if we just take off these badges and they collapse, should we not sneak through and just try and pinch as many of them as we can?
I mean, that's kind of... what I thought.
I mean, the dumb one does have an idea.
Who's the dumb one?
Yeah.
The mage, not the Minister for Information, the Minister for Spellcast.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. That's... I think this robot is confused.
I think they are too.
So, you guys begin to make your way actually into the village of Cardesp. And as you begin to make your way into the village of Cardesp, and you guys begin to see... Yes, are you guys sneaking?
I would...
Getting close, so I would say we'll be trying to be sneaking.
Yes.
I think Karsh is probably the least sneaky if we're following.
Hang on.
I'd be very surprised.
Who's got the lowest stuff?
Maybe Emi?
No, I have 2
my
stealth.
stealth's not bad.
You
Yeah.
2?
Yeah.
All
My
right.
stealth is +7.
My bad then.
I got
MLP
9.
is the least sneaky.
Okay.
9 is a big difference.
I will attempt to aid. Nope.
Can you do that while following
Yes.
me? Okay, cool.
Well, actually, follow the leader grants a circumstance bonus.
Was it
Give me
follow
a sec.
the leader or was it something else? Quiet Allies would not follow the leader.
It's
It
kind
uses
of
follow the
both.
expert.
Yeah, Quiet Allies uses that. Yes.
Oh, it's both a circumstance bonus, so it doesn't matter. I don't.
Okay, so choose an ally attempting a recurring skill check while exploring. They must. So that's me. They must be at least an expert and willing to provide assistance. Yes. Okay, so follow the expert, so Quiet Allies is what lets everyone do it, I think.
No, so Quiet Allies lets us all do it, but we use just one roll, which is the lowest person.
So
instead of all of us having to roll individually.
Yes.
It
so
doesn't give bonuses to that one roll.
MLP matches their tactic.
It does. It does. We found out how it works.
And also, if you're already trained, it's just +2. But if you're not trained, like it's +5 or +2 plus your level.
Yeah. It's a general feat that you have to take. It's very expensive to actually take this one. So regardless, you guys are making your way into the city. Are you guys stealthing or no? Okay. Yeah. Who has the lowest stealth?
Nope.
Yep.
Okay. Nope.
So roll and add +5 for follow the expert.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fail, what's going to kill you?
Well, it looks like we have a dead character on our hands.
See it next week for Nope 2, Electric Boogaloo.
So 15, regardless, 15. So you guys begin to almost sneak your way into the village, somehow, because this is all open, like road, by the way. So regardless, you guys all begin to almost just try to blend in with the other travelers, but there are no other travelers. So you guys try to make your way and just kind of what seem to be almost stick to the shadows, stick to things, almost like following behind some of the carts and stuff like that. As you guys begin to make your way along. Exactly.
For those of us that have been here before, are we recognizing any of the undead?
Any of the undead? Roll me a recall knowledge or society. It's probably the biggest thing if you want to see if you guys recognize any of the people that are undead.
Where are my things? Oh, I did take some society. Okay.
Nope. Recognize nobody. Oh, Watt doesn't.
Wait, I rolled a 21.
Oh.
I was going to say, like, that doesn't track. I don't have a +1. I have more than that.
You recognize nobody. These are all new faces to you.
Okay.
You've never scammed any of these people before.
Yeah.
Watt
wouldn't know anyway. Watt's forbidden from coming here.
Yes. I think Watt is probably face blind to organics. That's probably literally a character flaw. Literally face blind to organics. Anyways, as you guys make your way down, the shadow, or rather the openness of the road, really does not help your guys' stealth. I'll say that. As you guys make your way, you guys just see the undead walking past. You see other ones kind of moving along, and then you also see, for the first time as you guys make your way deeper into the actual village itself, you guys see that there are actually villagers still that are alive, and they seem to be just walking, just minding their own business. They don't have any pins on them, nothing else. But as you kind of just see one of the villagers kind of walking by, some of you recognize them if you've been to the village before, but this person is one of the farmers that lives on the outskirts. And they're just kind of walking, laughing, talking with looks to be their daughter. Does anyone do anything or talk to them?
Can I borrow one of those pins? I just wanted to make an experiment.
No.
Oh.
Why not?
Don't.
Because I said no.
You've got more than one.
Unfortunately for you, you are not Minister of Innovation or Minister of Information, and thus you do not get the privilege of experimenting.
I will turn around and whisper to everyone and say, just stay here, okay? And I'm going to try something. Just trust me.
Over?
And I will stand up, and I will just casually walk over to them.
Of course.
Keeping my sights with blunderbuss ready.
I say, a fine morning to you. Is this where the Cult of Eight is setting up? I've been informed that I've come here to assist with the repairs. Although it seems like you've got a lot of a lot of dead people to help you with that, so I don't think I'm really needed that much.
Walk over. You talk to them, and as you kind of walk over towards them, go ahead and roll me diplomacy. Or deception, your choice.
I deception of +8.
Deception, yeah. Let's go with deception. Voice bonus only. So I think. What is that? Voice bonus. Oh no, that's just to make a distraction. Would this count as me making a distraction? No, that's a specific action. Okay. 19.
Okay, 19, not bad. As you kind of walk over towards them, you just kind of see the father stop for a second, and he looks at you for a second. And he just kind of looks at his daughter. His daughter just kind of shrugs shoulders, and he kind of looks over and he says, yeah, you're here with the 8. If you're here for the 8, then yes, they're located over there in headquarters in the docks. It's been quite grand since they came. They came a few days ago, and it's been nice. When they first came, we thought that they'd come over and take over just like the 7, but it seems that they're not here to take over. They're here to actually help, which is much better.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry, did it take Peter a few days?
It's very. They're coming. They're coming.
What do you mean by take over? I've not heard of this.
The 7. The 7 are despicable people. Haven't you heard? I've heard that the 7 they take what they want. They have a genocidal android of some kind. They scam everyone they meet, and they also take all the coin that they see. And I've heard that one of them is insane. They've hired a man.
More than one of them. Let's be honest.
They sound like a frightening bunch. Well,
frightening.
Tell me.
Well, if you hear help from the 8, yeah, sure.
Out of curiosity, do you have? I mean, I've really enjoyed our conversations. Do you have an address that I could mail, like a survey to you? I see. Just for I'm doing research into cults and other such things, which is partly why I'm here to study the 8. And I'd love to do some market research with people to try and gauge what people want out of cults. So, is that something you'd be interested in?
Oh, the 7 are a cult. The 8 are a philanthropy group. What are you talking about?
Oh, philanthropy group. Is that what they're calling it?
Yes, they're human relief.
I have not heard of philanthropy.
Are they a cult?
I mean, are you seeing all the zombies in the town? That seems kind of cultish.
They said that's new technology. But no, because look, they're wearing pins. They're members.
My friend, they are the living dead. Now, don't get me wrong. If the living dead are helping, I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But I wouldn't be remiss to say that a horde of undead is not the work of some cultish behavior. Look.
Wow.
You know what they say, the ends justify the means. So, maybe it's good that, you have the undead helping because, otherwise, it's cheap labor and, so maybe it's a good thing. Anyway, you've been most helpful. And once again, if I could just understand where I might be able to send a letter with a survey, I would be very, very grateful.
Well... And he's kind of saying that he's kind of contemplating, especially after you said that they're a cult, and you said that you're part of the 8. You just hear the little girls. Wait, are the 8 a cult, Daddy? It's like no, Katie, it's fine. No, they're here to help, of course, obviously.
I mean, just because the two are not mutually exclusive, a cult could also be here to help. Like. What do you think is the difference between a religion and a cult? Popularity, franchising, So, when you think about that, when you next go and worship, I don't know, Gozre or something.
My religious ties are very personal to me. Regardless, sorry, I do not want to share my information. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That is perfectly understandable. You've just met me. I'm a strange face. Stranger. Yes. Not to worry. Stranger not danger. To worry.
Of course. Katie, let's go.
I grin at him, I grin at him, trying to be like friendly, but it's just a horrific like hyena smile, like.
As you just kind of grin at him, he just looks back for a second, and his eyes just like we gotta go, and then he just kind of walks past everybody, and he just. As you guys,
this is how we destroy them. We just pretend to be them.
Slander campaign.
As you guys, Ezekiel, you walk back to the group. You walk back to the group.
Okay, so I've learned a few things. Number one, our optics are terrible. Like, we need to really rethink our branding, because they hear the 7 and immediately their thoughts were murderers, swindlers, evil, and if we want to get people to come to us to like join our cause, that's not, we've got to rethink we've got to reinvent ourselves.
That's good to know, Minister of Information.
Yeah, but this is what I do.
Yes.
Maybe I should, I thought, surveys, you're like trying to do market research. That could be I'm trying to do my job,
Yeah.
But it sounds like they know us. It sounds like that's a good thing.
And Minister of Personnel, I think really you should be focused on our image.
That sounds like a job we should create a new position, Minister of Marketing.
I will do it.
I like
you've
that.
Already got 2.
I like the alliteration.
I made the signs myself previously, so.
Anyway,
well, you're already doing so much as Minister of Not Diplomacy.
You won't let me do anything. You won't even let me come to the town.
You're doing quite a bit. I mean, did you see how you murdered those zombie brutes?
They were already murdered.
Speaking of which, I mean, we're here for 2 things: market research and murder. So let's try and find whoever's in charge of the 8 here. And they've not called themselves a cult. They've called themselves like a philanthropic operation. So.
Oh, so we just need to pull back the curtain.
What's that?
Murder.
What's a Philly thingy?
It means doing charitable work.
Yes. Or they pretend to do charitable work.
What was that? What's that part then?
We'll explain it to you in the next meeting.
As you begin to make your way to where the headquarters were said to be at the docks. As you kind of make your way down the south path, same view, same kind of things as always. You see a few villagers kind of walking around, but you see that most of the people that are walking around, or at least not people, but are undead, and they're rebuilding houses. And as you kind of look around and you see there are some flyers kind of floating around, and just grabbing one and just reading it for a second. It says, "The 8, here to help." And then you kind of see that there's like a couple of bullet points saying, we will rebuild your houses for free. We will take you off the island for free. We will help you regain your actual purpose in life for free. And then a lot of different things like that. It's just a lot of like bullet points of just very, I don't know. But you do see at the very bottom, this kind of looks to be almost like a triangle of some kind, maybe a pyramid, but can't tell. You can't tell. Anyways, you guys are making
everyone I find, I like just cross out the 8 part and put 7 in blood.
Yes, you just kind of go
put it
over
back.
And you grab one.
I don't know if we should be letting him do that.
and then cross out the freeze parts.
It's so important to study what your competition are doing right and what they're doing wrong, so we can improve ourselves as well. So these are good to keep.
Yes, but they've like, it needs to be us that are doing, like, seen as doing the right.
Well, yes, but don't you know that in organizations like this,
are here to help.
But don't you know that in organizations like this, before we put anything out, it has to go through the chain of approval.
No.
And also,
it has to go through the style guide.
Honestly,
so you're drafting it, but honestly,
but this is non-diplomacy, so it's my position.
This might That actually might be more diplomacy, and
No.
especially for our new minister of
Because
marketing.
if it was diplomacy, it would be real. This is not real, so it's non-diplomacy.
That's not necessarily true, but honestly, I do think this is more in the realm of for a minister of marketing, because they're going to have to create an entire brand guide. What fonts are we using? What colors are we using? The marketing assistant in me is coming out.
This might be a bit of a hot take, but I think we should drop the name 7. I just talking to that
9?
guy that immediately he was like the 7. No, don't like that. That
9?
You don't want that kind of branding.
Or maybe 6. We just get rid of Peter.
Ooh.
When you say that,
Culture
Peter,
4 plus 3.
You just hear and you just look at Peter for a second, but his eyes are still dead.
I'll make it quick.
Gasp.
Maybe Sevine.
Don't wait, Peter. I'll make it quick.
A little bit of a...
It might also be true that the old way of doing things, the old system, mired down tradition, and is just not letting this company find its place in the modern world.
So...
For the next meeting.
Might be time for some management for the next meeting.
The agenda.
As you guys are making your way to the dock, you guys begin to make your way to the dock, and at the dock you begin to see what looks to be you see Rosa's not really a shack, but it's more of like just a her base. As you kind of see that her ship is kind of anchored to one of the dock posts, but you also notice that there are a lot of undead moving what looks to be supplies from the ship into the actual place, and you also see that they're also moving boxes of something from the actual village into the ship too. And you're not quite sure what it is, but as you kind of walk over closer, you guys see a face that you recognize. You see Rosa, of course, but you also see a bald man with one of his eyes, his eye patch in gold. You look at him and you kind of see him. He's just talking with Rosa, and they're kind of laughing and talking it up. And you just kind of just look at him. He just goes, "Oh, you're so funny, perfect." As he just kind of continues writing down as you guys are approaching.
And we're gonna have to probably end this.
Okay, we'll end it there.
So
that's Sam, isn't it?
Yes, it is Sham.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Hate that guy.
Hate that guy. That defector.
Yeah, he'll die later. So we're gonna do our outros quickly. We don't have a
out of game. We'll table this murder for next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't have a credits roll because I was doing other things instead of credits rolls. So that'll be done next week. But anyway, we will do our outros and we'll do a quick raid. So we'll start with our first time game master for us, our channel, but not the first time game master ever.
Well done.
Well. Thank you. Yes.
Immediately, this is fantastic. I love it.
I hope everyone enjoys all of the jokes that have no segue, because that's just the way I throw things in. Because that's literally just filling time. I usually just do jokes with no segue at all. Regardless, hey everybody, I've been Will. I've been game mastering today. My first time on the channel, but not my first time game mastering. This is my first time. No, this is like I've just started DMing Pathfinder 2e. So right now, everyone is still kind of getting in the motions of it and trying to figure out how to actually play. So we are very Google heavy in what we're doing. So like we're just like, oh, how do we do this? We just Google it. Oh, how do we do this? We just Google it. It is like that for us right now. It'll be smoother in the future, especially even with our other games, because I know that with our other games in Pathfinder 2, we just don't know what's happening because there's so many options, and a lot of the feats we just don't know until we use them. So hope everyone enjoyed and stuff like that. The biggest thing about combat especially is that with combat, I really want to make it very streamlined, because obviously for me, I feel that a lot of my strengths are more in the roleplay sections and just having a lot of fun just roleplaying. Combat for me is one of those things where I run it, I describe it, and the aftermath is the funnest part for me, at least. I find it very fun to run combat, but in this system specifically, it's so much better than 5e. I enjoy it a lot more, for sure. But yeah, that's me. I just wanted to, throw my thoughts out there.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Lorian?
Hi, I'm Lorian Ross, and I've been playing Ezekiel, the Null Magus. And I'm already in love with this character, and I want to play him beyond this 3-shot because, oh god, he's so much fun.
After the 3-shot, we can have another 3-shot of what happens afterwards. Maybe the cult starts doing other stuff. It could be just something we just bring in every once in a while.
Or just have like an alternate universe version of him in a different campaign or whatever.
Also true, yeah.
But yes, you can find me on Twitter at Lorian_Ross, SoundCloud at Lorian Ross, YouTube. My YouTube channel recently passed 100 subscribers. And I will be trying to upload more to there in the future. So that one, I don't have a proper like nameable link for that yet. So I'm just going to put it in chat. No, not the Dark Souls boss, Lorian Ross. That's
the Dark Souls boss, yeah. Lorian Ross.
So many people have asked me, have you named yourself after the Dark Souls boss? I'm like, no, it's just my actual name. But yes. That's my YouTube channel. Go and click subscribe, and I will I will try my very best to have more stuff uploaded there soonish.
Yes.
I want to curate like proper more professional stuff there.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Del. I've been playing Khan, your half-elven rogue thief and Minister of Finance. And I am all for the sequel to the Cult of Seven, the 501c3 nonprofit of Seven.
501c3 nonprofit, yes. Formerly known as an LLC. Don't worry, it's all good.
No. We need to go more evil than cult. The hedge fund of Seven.
The hedge fund of Seven.
So
you should
yeah.
Just wait until you see we're rating.
Tune in next week for more murder and bureaucracy.
Yep. And for me, I'm gonna. We'll be back next week with stuff. Our stuff on YouTube is released on the weekend, and we're going to be rating the Grouch Couch. We don't have a credit, so that will be set up really soon. MrLiveProducer.
You forgot.
No, yeah.
I'm
trying to be quick because you have to go.
MrLiveProducer, I do VR content. I've been playing your human Noel Peacock, or Nope for short, because no one can actually pronounce Noel half the time. See you next time. Emmy?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Emi Rabbit, but you guys can call me Emmy, and I've been playing Coco, the Minister of Personnel, and you can find me on twitch.tv/Emi_Rabbit, where I play games.
Yep. And we are going to be rating, as I said, the Grouch Couch, who are doing Morkborg, and they are cosplay.
Hey.
Really have a look at this shit. It is full on more cultish than what we're doing. So we're rating right now. Our messages, we come to share the love, our hearts are warm and fresh. They're full on, really, you really, really need to see this. So thanks everyone for coming in, and for us, that's it out. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.